their way out.
Welcome to the pre-show. We got the match card right now, not too up.
We're already live?
Yep.
You asshole didn't tell nobody?
I said that we were going live.
You did not say that out loud.
I said that.
Hey, guys. Welcome to pre-show of night 2 at WrestleMania. We go over tonight. We're going to go over today's card. We're also going to do a recap quick of last night's show.
Man, last night was
That was wild.
I mean,
we have a new world heavyweight champion.
It made Gunther tap out in 5 seconds.
Gunther, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yeah, Gunther did tap out. Now, I think he should have held on just a little bit longer to build some suspense. Tap out or pass out, but wow. New World Heavyweight Champion, main event, Jey Uso. What say you guys?
I'm still upset that was the first match.
Tapping out in 5 seconds.
That was a great match, though.
Hey, just so you know, Gunther kind of pushed out when he tapped out in 5 seconds. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He lasted a little longer.
Speaking of new champions, we have new World Tag Team Champions, the New Day.
New Day Rocks.
After 3 years of not holding a title, they're finally back on their winning ways.
And did it without
That's
Big
right.
E.
No Big E, because Big E's a piece of trash that left him high and dry.
Yeah, sure.
And what about Jade Cargill versus Naomi?
That was a great match. I can't wait to see what happens on Raw tomorrow.
Me
Yep.
too.
Also, new U.S. champion, Jacob Fatu.
The
Samoan Werewolf.
Samoan Werewolf got congratulated by Haku, who jumped the barricade.
Yes, he did.
You can even tell security was like, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
they did.
right this way, sir.
Because who's going to stop the man?
Who's going to stop Haku?
What about El Americano Grande?
Well,
R-Truth clearly.
oh, stop.
Unfortunately, Rey Mysterio cannot make it, but Rey Fenix gets his WrestleMania debut. Unfortunately, cannot get the win.
Against El Grande Americano.
I mean, R-Truth was smart. He put that male plane set of mask.
Oh,
you can't stop
we
it.
don't know for a fact that it was him.
That's what my money's on.
Mine too, because
Gambling
tattoo.
Man, Call of Vegas.
It's Ilya Dragunov.
What about Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair?
That was I hate to say it because they're both females, but that was a damn hoss fight.
Yes, it was. They went at each other's throats. Everyone's been talking about that match. They thought these girls were trying to kill each other.
And that was the only title last night that did not change hands, guys.
I know, right?
Yep.
And after that, we had
Andy predicted every title would change hands, and we kind of did too, but we were
wrong.
all in agreement. Tiffany was not dropping the title.
What about that triple threat that ended all?
All right. We all predicted that how it was going to end. Heyman was going to turn on them both. But what was up with Heyman's low blow? Because it's not just hitting him in the nuts. He sat there and just basically gave him a reach around before he went down.
He's letting them know, I'm sorry, Roman, I'll turn on you, but here's the last
Here's the last
job.
handy for the road.
And it left both men, Roman Reigns and CM Punk, in complete shock. They did not expect it.
Rhea sporting the Raiders. Hell yeah.
Hi.
That's right.
What's up, baby?
I saw the video of a guy having Rhea sign an adoption paper.
Yeah.
I loved it. She goes, well, this is the first.
That was a great.
Buddy Matthews has a kid they never asked for now.
Right.
Well, hey.
Hey, he didn't sign them papers.
And that's true. That's his cop out.
So
He says,
if, God forbid, they ever get divorced, he'd be like, Kid's going with you.
Because I didn't sign no damn papers.
He ain't going with me this weekend.
That was a hell of a night 1, but now we're on to night 2.
Where's our buddy, Corey Graves? I miss him.
He's on NXT bitter because Pat McAfee's here.
Pat McAfee took his job and he cried about it.
There needs to be a match over there.
He took our job.
I don't think Corey Graves can still get in the ring.
What's up, Daryl? The main show's going to start at 7 p.m.
Daryl.
Yep, Daryl Russell.
Brandon? Darren.
That's what I meant.
You said Daryl. You're fired.
I'm not fired, Sean. I put this stuff together.
I'm the host today, sir.
Sir, I was sick Darren on you.
I ain't scared of him.
You know, he ate ranch at one point all by itself.
We've all eaten ranch before. Shut up. Anyways, yes. Mitchell Cole.
Michael Cole.
Mitchell Cole. Man, he's old as shit.
You know,
With
he's
all
taking
that
off
gray
his
hair.
soul patch.
Now, look, he's got gray hair. I'll tell you what. His hair ain't as pretty as mine. Tell you what.
Because he's not growing it out like yours. He's too
Because
busy
he
trying
knows
to
he could never look as good as
Look
me.
at that, main event Jey Uso taking it to Gunther
That's
last
right.
night.
So-
Now, I'm not mad that he hit him with the splash.
Splashes off the top rope.
I'm not mad that he hit him with the splash. Put him in the sleeper.
tapped
But
out.
as soon as he just gets in it, as soon as they hit the mat, he taps. It should have built some suspense, but I think the crowd was going to get no more hyped
Oh, that was Dak,
at
not
that
him.
segment. Half shots in the house!
But who do y'all think is going to take on Randy Orton tonight?
What's up, brother?
What you doing, buddy?
Y'all, we are joined right now. We're doing...
Where's Jay?
We're on a pre-show.
She'll be
This is
here.
her chair. You better watch
I
out
know.
because she'll whoop
Don't
that
take her
ass.
chair. She'll whip your ass.
Whose chair is this? I don't want
That's
to take
yours.
this chair.
You're sitting there. I can't believe you took that chair. And we got...
Half shot scoot in the
You
frame.
know what? We
next to
didn't
him.
go around and introduce everybody. Oh, well. Well, I'll go around and introduce everybody. To my right, we have Chris, a.k.a. Half Shot.
What's up?
Of course, you all know me, the wrestling encyclopedia Sean Jahns, your host for the PLEs.
True.
To my immediate left, Superfly with his belly sticking out, scaring the hell out
Man,
of
when it's
everybody.
hot, you gotta let the pigeons loose.
No, the fuck I don't.
Not today.
Listen.
He's got pants on, ladies and gentlemen.
No, don't lie. I'm prepared.
No, I ain't gonna lie about you not having pants on.
This is
But
social media.
Caitlin said, "Hey everyone, except Sean."
Shut up, Caitlin. You know what? You're number 3 on my friends list.
How's your day going?
You're doing good, brother. Anyways, we got Superfly Johnny Lee. Next to him, the Southern Outlaw,
Oh,
Chris Blade.
That's right. That's right, baby. The one, the only Outlaw Nation, baby.
she said, "Still less traumatizing than you yesterday."
I don't know what you're talking about. And immediately across from me, we have Big Beard Dudley.
One minor correction. My older brother, Big Beard, could not be here tonight. I'd like to introduce myself. I am Wild Beard Dudley. Howdy, Podcast Nation!
Wild Beard Dudley, my mistake, folks. I
As his twin
apologize.
brother.
Even I make a mistake once in a while. It's very rare, but it does happen. Yeah.
And
We've
that's
just
night 2.
guys that just showed up late because you can't show up on time.
Hey, I'm here.
Yeah. Well, at least you showed up, short little shit. Anyways,
Short on height, short on time.
Oh, yeah.
we are talking about last night.
Here's a fire.
Right now, we're watching the. Oh God.
Oh,
Now we understand. We all called Paul Heyman turning on Roman and Punk and aligning with Seth.
Yeah.
But
Yep,
what
that's a
was
nice handy.
up with Heyman's low blow
No, I'm good.
to Roman? Because it wasn't just.
1, 2, 3, go.
God bless it, dude. Read the room. I'm talking. But thank you, Chris. You're the best. I'll take back everything Half Shot says about you. Okay, no, I don't. Anyways, yeah, I understand that he low blowed him, but did he have to act like he was giving him a reach around
That was weird.
when he did it?
No. That wasn't weird. That was you. You homie one last ride before you.
Mind me not to let you turn on me. I don't want you reaching up. Sorry, cuz.
It's Paul Heyman. Come on.
He got to play with it a little bit.
Paul Heyman had to let Roman Reigns, hey, this is our last time. So.
Get one off one last time. Nothing personal, boss.
Oh, yeah.
Just got to do my job.
That's right.
Dang, ain't even been 10 minutes in and we've already gone off the rails.
Oh, wait a minute. Digital said, I told
Yeah.
Seth to do that. I believe him.
I'm sure you did.
Dizzle is like carrying Cross, the devil on his shoulder.
Well, how you gonna get here, dude?
Yeah.
But you know what? We'll do with it.
What in the world?
Caitlin, you know I love you, honey. Those are sour, so be careful.
Yeah.
I don't know how your sour taste is.
I love sour.
I mean, that's what your ex-girlfriend said. Anyways,
Man.
Hey,
Good,
ex-girlfriends love sourness.
it's hot in here. It's hot as left. I told you guys it was going to be
Chris.
hot as balls in here.
I don't care.
I'm doing the whole
This is
fashion
why I'm
day.
hot. Look.
God bless.
Here we go again.
Someone get some water throw on this man.
No, I ain't wasting water. Anyways, yeah. Now, New Day winning the tag titles without the help of Big E. Hey, they won fair and square.
I will give them that.
They did.
They had a fair shot.
Even though they shouldn't have held his leg down, that's a little bit of a, not being a good team player. But,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It is.
You have to do what you have to do. I mean, he didn't hit him. They didn't hit him in the ding.
Sean and Johnny, I want to apologize from yesterday. My predictions, I thought where Charlotte won the Rumble that she was going to win the belt, but Tiffany retained, and I never saw that coming. So
Okay, you don't need to
That's all
apologize for things not going your way.
Yeah,
you
that's your opinion.
Yeah, you gave your opinion. Opinions, contrary to what a lot of people like to say,
Right.
Johnny, are not wrong. They're just what you think is true.
And I'll tell you the reason why I
God
thought she was
bless,
going to.
dude. Stop showing your tits to
I thought
everybody
you
while
were
we're
talking to me.
here, man.
But anyway,
Professionalism. I know it's hot in here.
Sean, so the reason why I thought she was going to win, because didn't they say like 85% of the people who's won the Rumble goes on to win the belt?
Well, that's just what they say. But
Sometimes.
It's a 50-50
But they've been losing a lot.
Right.
What is it?
Who do you think is going to win the Fatal 4-Way right
Logan
here?
ain't working.
I'm looking at Daddy Dom. Dirty
too.
Dom finally winning the title, and he's not going to pin Penta. He's not going to pin Braun Breaker. He is pinning Finn Balor.
Did you
I'm
just,
with you on
That's
that
going to be a
one.
good
did
one.
you just call him daddy?
I call him.
Look, this is
That's weird.
I got Penta
It's
winning.
Dirty Dom.
It's Dirty Dom, not Daddy Dom.
That's what Liv
call him
Morgan
what I
calls
want.
him, Daddy Dom.
Who is Randy Orton's mystery opponent?
Malachi
if
Black.
Sean wants
Nope,
to call
not
him
that
his
bad
daddy, you let Sean call him his daddy.
Nick Aldis.
No.
Oh.
I begin to think it might be Rusev.
No, they're bringing
Where
back
did you guys go with
Matt
that?
Riddle.
No.
Arcade Bro.
No. I got one for y'all.
Uncle Howdy.
They're bringing back R-Truth to fight him.
He
Our
wrestled
truth's
last
reason-
night.
But R-Truth's reason will be
Wait a second. What if it was?
because Randy Orton is Triple H.
I wonder who Lyra's mysterious.
I hate you. He just said,
I'll
what
tell
if it's
you who.
Vince?
Becky Lynch.
You
I
can
hope
leave.
so.
No.
Dude, what if it is?
You can leave too.
No, what if it is?
There's too much
Uh-oh.
body heat. You guys.
Daniel said,
There's-
what if Cody Rhodes joins Rock and turns on Cena?
Ooh.
It'll happen. Hey, it could happen.
That's true. Anything can happen in
Well,
wrestling.
you know what? I've
There's
been
my
wanting to-
ex-wife, Kathy Kelly.
I've been wanting to hear.
I got to see her nipple.
So I'll take that.
What the fuck, Johnny?
Hey. Kathy Kelly likes to let the
I wonder what
puppies
the
fly
plan is for
sometimes.
Seth and
She wasn't
Paul.
working for W at the time.
What?
I wonder what their plan is for Seth and Paul.
I'll
That's
tell you
why
what.
we wanted to happen.
If Paul Heyman does not come out Monday night on Raw,
Joe.
dressed like Seth Rollins in that outfit,
That'd be great.
I'm gonna friggin' riot.
Oh, that'd be
I'm going to be mad.
That'd be great.
That'd be great.
I'm just gonna say, I was telling Chris earlier before we came here that we know that Becky Lynch picks Seth's clothing out for him and she dresses him. I mean, look at his style. So we really all know who wears the pants. In
Are
that
we
relationship,
100%
so.
sure of that?
Contrary, she hasn't been picking the clothes out this time. She was at the beginning of it. Now they got a personal guy or girl that does it for
They
him.
each got their own
Okay.
costumes.
Gotcha.
They each got their own closet. There's a thing for Colby Lopez, aka the real Seth Rollins, the man behind the myth. There's Rebecca Quinn, aka Becky Lynch, Lopez. And then there's one closet in the house just for Seth Rollins. It's the bigger of the two.
Seth loves to dress flamboyant. Which there's
Jealous?
something wrong with.
Jealous?
Actually, he stole my drip.
Jealous?
He stole my
Yeah,
drip,
man.
John.
Just say
Come
you're
on.
jealous.
Hey, look, man. Hey. Can't blame the man when he steals it. It makes it better.
That's true.
Yeah.
It does.
That means you got to step your game up, Johnny.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, you might never know. Superfly just might start wearing more
Okay.
elaborate clothing.
Fuck this guy. Jackie Redmond. And shout out to nice guy Andy. Even though we don't like him, we're
Hey.
mad at him. He is in Vegas now.
Hey. Big news from John Gilbert. He started his own wrestling promotion in Texas.
Good.
Right.
Hell yeah, Gilbert. Hey, you fly us in, we'll plug your show for you.
Do a live podcast straight from your wrestling.
Now, just fly us in, feed us unlimited Whataburger. We are good, brother.
Speaking about Big John starting his own wrestling company, how about we talk about who was recently on the show, the Kentucky Wrestling Pro Hall of Fame, J.R. Rock,
Wrestling
starting
Federation.
his own company called KWF, Kentucky Wrestling
right.
Federation.
There we go. Look at that. Chris Blade.
Chris Blade was
Thinking
paying
locally.
attention. Which I'm glad.
I mean, we need a new company. Hopefully, it's going to start off in Frankfurt. We got to find a way to get it here to Lexington soon, but in due time, young grasshoppers.
It's always exciting to hear new leagues coming up. New
Yeah.
That's right. Now look
Shout
at
out to Elite Wrestling Alliance. Always a great fan.
The best,
Yep.
the best promotion.
We
so
are the
far.
official podcast of Elite Wrestling Alliance because it was my idea.
The best promotion, in my
We're in South
opinion, in Kentucky
first.
so far right now. One of the best. Like,
I'm going to tell Terry England you said his company's shit compared to Adrian Alexander.
how
That's
dare
what
you,
I
Chris. He
heard.
come for
That's
you,
what I
Chris.
heard, right, Johnny?
Yeah. And Chris, you're going to have to pay him $20.
I work for EWA though.
Yeah, but ECW makes
I'm fucking
Adrian
with you, dude.
say he's the best company.
Okay, guys, I'm kidding. Let's not hurt Chris's feelings.
Oh, don't worry. The night's still young, Sean.
Why?
You're looking at Big E and thinking, oh, my wife. What the hell, dude?
Hey, Big E.
Whoa, sir.
Well, I mean, I don't trust Big E. Big E does
What
kind of
is
swing that
wrong
way with his
you?
big.
He's looking
E
at
man.
the lower third.
Now he's looking at Baird.
Wade Barrett.
Look at him.
Chris.
You like his beard?
Chris, put your tongue back side mouth.
Nothing wrong
It's
with
just
British
stupid.
dudes.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. Look. I mean, especially with his beard. I mean,
Oh, he's looking at but we can't see the lower
yeah, I
third
can't
because
see
of
that
fucking.
hair.
I think it's,
This man.
We gotta go to settings and turn off captions here soon.
Yep. That's gonna be a hell of a match, though. Triple threat match for the women's WWE
Oh my
World
God!
Champions.
There's my lover, Pat McAfee.
You want my prediction
No.
of what I think's
Yeah,
gonna
sure.
happen?
Dude,
So I think with the whole Jade, so you know how Jade and Naomi had their match yesterday, and Jade come out
Yeah.
victorious. With that being said, I think Jade has something to do. She does some kind of interference for Bianca and screws Bianca
don't
out
think
of the
so.
belt.
It's
Or Naomi.
too soon after that. It may happen, but not going to be tonight.
I think.
We got till Friday on SmackDown.
hey, Chris. John Gilbert said, Chris, you want me to book you?
Yeah, talk to my boss on that.
Oh my God!
You don't
No,
need
you
to
can't.
have your boss.
Actually, yeah, it does.
Booking for a year.
Yeah.
It's wrestling tradition.
No,
It's got to.
After that year.
After a year, then book me, but I can't have no bookings.
So when's the booking?
Yeah.
When's the deadline so he knows when to start booking you? When's the first year?
After he starts training.
I've started that.
When's your first year wrestling?
Have to get the diaper off.
I have no idea.
Well, probably a year after his match, so he ain't had his match yet.
Yeah, he's gotta have his match first.
Well, he was going to be in the Battle Royal. He was supposed to win it the other day, but he pussed out.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Doomsday scared.
He was like, look, I didn't want to go out there and
He saw what Bobby Blade did, and he said, you know what, I'm not even going to just get in the ring. I'm just going to stay out here in the locker room.
Yeah, he was scared of Bobby Blade.
Throw it away.
Like I saw Bobby Blake.
Why are you having him
Gets
throw
out there,
your
Chris
trash
Dines
away?
with-
He's
like
been doing
this.
that, since he came up to my house.
Throwing stuff at
You
you?
don't want none
I'm
of
trying to get
Bobby
you-
Blake,
throw
Chris
shit away.
Blade. I'm telling you.
Are
he'll
you
get
really
to
that
the
lazy
blade
you
cutting.
can't throw your own trash away? Got to have him do it?
I can do it.
I would. Yeah, you better. But
get through there.
Cowboy
Just
Dudley's
kidding.
in the way, so you just have to wait a minute.
What is it? You want
Don't mess with a cowboy.
Fuck, where's
He'll body
the
slam
Ramon?
you.
Who do you ever beat? I'll whoop his ass.
Wait a second. When was he champion?
He was champion
Oh.
back inside 1994.
Oh, really?
And yep. It's
Early
kind of
September 1993, Shawn Michaels was suspended, I think, for failure to miss a Intercontinental title defense at a live event.
Yeah, Chris, it's your fault. Good job.
Shut up.
He wasn't born yet.
I wasn't.
It's still his fault, though.
It's still my fault.
It's because you're...
Did he go back in
I'm
time
sorry.
and do it?
But I'm going to shut up. But anyways, and so then WWF President Jack Tunney stripped Shawn Michaels of the title
Yep.
of being champion.
Yep.
They do a 20-man over-the-top battle royal with the final 2 men facing the following week.
What a hot pin.
I couldn't even tell who
Woo!
was who.
Cooch.
I could tell.
Oh, Tiffany's so fine, boys.
Well, at
Tiffany's
first where-
fine.
At first, where I could only see the pink, I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
Couldn't
right.
tell who was who.
Why did Charlotte wear
And then
pink
whenever
when
I
she
seen the
knew that she
blue, I was like,
was?
oh, okay.
She not only spine busted her, but head butted her stomach on the way down.
Sean,
You love to see it.
Sean, I have a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
Didn't Tiffany Stratton used to be a cheerleader in the NFL before she wrestled for WWE? I think she said she was
she
like
had a
Cowboy
gymnastics
pro-
background
I
or
think she said she
volleyball
was a
back.
cheerleader for like the Dallas Cowboys or something.
You'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know everything
anyways-
about everybody. I'm not
anyways-
that smart.
Finish the story. 20-man battle royal.
Oh, yeah.
2 men.
Yep,
2 men
continue.
left over.
Continue.
2 men left over were Wreck the Model Martel and Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. Scott Hall won the title. Well, Shawn Michaels takes his 30-day suspension. He still has the belt, the physical actual belt. So he would not give it back to WWF officials. So it led to a match at WrestleMania with Shawn Michaels' version of the Intercontinental title and Razor Ramon's version of the Intercontinental title, with the winner being actual Intercontinental champion.
Okay.
Hence, the greatest
Because
ladder match in
Ramos-
WrestleMania history.
Yes,
And you
Bernie
can
up in
almost
this
attribute
studio.
That match to the creation of the title.
I thought this was
Yeah.
a family show.
Listen, Ramo, this ain't the first time I've had my stomach
I will
out.
say the best tag team TLC match would be WrestleMania 17.
Yes. Because it not only had the WrestleMania, but it also included, with the Dudleys, Spike Dudley, it included Rhino, longtime friend of Edge and Christian, and Lita, longtime, at that time, girlfriend of Matt Hardy. For she cheated on him with Edge, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah.
Which I think that got blown way out of proportion.
Hey, Ramos
Yeah,
got a question. A serious question here now, guys.
Okay, Ryan.
He said, who's hogging the M&Ms?
Who's hogging M&Ms?
Yeah.
You don't get any.
Feel free and try to grab
Deal.
Yeah, come on.
Deal, Big John G. Deal.
Yeah, Big John. But I'm his manager. I get 20%.
Chris only gets 2%.
Quit hogging my seat. That's what I
I gave it back. Good God, woman.
I got it.
Howdy, darling.
Oh, she says no forgiveness. That's what she told me. I don't know.
No forgiveness ever.
No regrets.
No regrets. Not even one letter.
Not even a letter.
That's right.
Folks.
And we have joined with us, casually late, but she can.
He's
forgive
only
this.
getting 20. That's what John Gilbert said.
Well, okay. I get 20% of 20, so he only gets 5. Got you. I'll take the 15. Anyways,
Nice.
yeah, we have John Cena.
He just
Calamity Jane in the house. Sorry, I drew a
I
blank
like how
there.
he just casually stops introducing me, like mid-sentences just went full
Yeah.
on.
That's classic.
I
Sean
wasn't
for
looking
you.
at you though. I was looking at the screen. Saw John Cena. Satan flashed across my
Trying to
face.
sell. I don't think I'm gonna put my belt on. I'm just gonna show it off.
We had the
real quick.
Nice Guy Indie Podcast Women's Champion.
Why
She
did you
is.
fucking put it in quotes, Sean?
Get him. Get him.
You ever getting hit in the face with this? Because that's exactly what the hell's gonna happen.
Why?
to
What have you heard?
The women's championship in quotes. What do you mean? It's in quotes.
Don't ever quote a champion.
The women's championship.
It don't matter what champion.
Sean
it
is a host.
Okay.
I'm right today, brother. I'll be late to my own funeral, but I won't ever be late for a comeback.
That's right.
Thanks.
great.
Fuck John Cena.
Thanks.
Alrighty. What did you think last night, Calamity Jane? Let's get your opinion about last night.
It wasn't as lit as 40, but that's fine. That's to be expected. That it's not gonna be, I mean, when you have a WrestleMania and it's like the year after one that was like a huge, and it's night one. Night one is kind of amping things up. I unexpectedly just really enjoyed the triple threat between CM Punk and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. I think that was a kind of a fun way to go with it, but I feel like a lot of people predicted it. I felt like it was a pretty predictable card. I've seen that some people have been giving guff to Charlotte Flair and to Tiffany online. But, I mean, it's the same yokels that always typically hate women's matches anyway. I really liked how they came out straight out the gate and they just went in grudge matching it.
Yeah.
And people complained about that. Like, they're just never happy,
Right.
But you can't please those people, and that's not who their audience is at this point.
Normally, like, I will go on this. I am not a fan of women's wrestling. It's not my cup of tea. Now, I don't disrespect the women's wrestlers.
Yeah.
I like
it's-
knocked out.
It's
Dragged
not
out
my
Fox.
cup of tea.
So
And
can-
that match blew me away because it was amazing.
Yeah, they did.
You couldn't.
hell of
You
a
could
job.
really tell that they were not working together, choreographed. They were ready to go out there, literally beating the high holy hell out of each
Yeah.
other.
That's right.
And this is disrespectful. I said it earlier. I don't know if you heard, but it was a female version of a hoss fight.
Yeah. I loved it.
And I'm not calling
too.
them hosses like in a derogatory sense. It's just they went out there and it was like bare knuckle boxing, whatever.
I also saw a critique about the fact that they were both in pink, and they were like, "Oh, thank God Charlotte had a little bit of blue in her outfit." Like they were really that's that WWE color theory coming into play. They really wanted to present both of them as Barbies beating the shit out of each other,
Yep.
and I thoroughly enjoyed it because both of those color schemes, both of those outfits look like 90s Barbies that I
That's
grew up
right.
with.
Exactly.
And that was the throwback, that pink and that brushed silver, hot as hell. The pink and the cotton
There was
candy
Barbie's
blue.
Dream House
Yes.
Barbie with Tiffany, and then Business
Bougie.
Barbie, Business Bougie Barbie with Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a
Nepo
perfect
baby
example.
Barbie
Yeah.
Dream House, and then you had Tiffy, which she said that she'd been wanting to do that for a while,
Yeah.
and that she had hoped to do it in NXT, and the time just wasn't right. That she wanted to come out, she wanted to have a Barbie entrance and come out of the box and stuff. Super awesome. But
Oh, yeah.
And then it was the perfect time to do it was last night because she was on fire.
And Sean, Ramos said you're not a star, but Jane is.
All right, Ryan.
That's it. I'm glad my buddy Ryan Mosley's out there, got my back, but he's working on it. Ryan, just give him some patience.
Can I say my opinion on
Go ahead.
women's
Yes.
wrestling? I know you just brought that topic up, and you said you personally is not a fan of women's wrestling. Me personally, this is what I
And
think.
I don't disrespect them by any
and,
means.
and like you've always told everybody, we're entitled to our own opinions. But with that being said, this is how I feel. I feel like the women do not get enough credit as the men. They're out there, they're busting their ass every match just as hard as the men are, and they don't get the credit like the men do. They're underlooked.
And I think it's okay. Like, I understand that it's not everybody's cup of tea. Like, I'm cool with that. Be like, I don't like women's wrestling. Well, shit, I don't like a lot of the men's wrestling. Right back at you. So, like, I'm never offended when somebody says that. What pisses me off, though, is when somebody's like, oh, it's the bathroom break. Ooh, it's time for me to go to the bathroom and knock the dew off the lizard. Nobody... Look, brother, if it's a bathroom break, they wouldn't be booking it. If it was a bathroom break, you wouldn't have the women's division to begin with. And there are some people that specifically go to wrestling matches just to watch the women.
Yes.
So, I mean, if you're an incel, just say that. Like, just if you have a problem with it, a personal problem
That's
with
right.
it. And some people go out of their way to give women hell, to critique them unnecessarily, much more than they would men. Like, men could go in and do the exact same match. You could have the exact same match for men and women. And then specifically on our website, you would have numerous hateful ass comments about the way the women did it, when you wouldn't have that on a men's match. I'm not saying that. I very rarely pull the female card.
No, you're...
But, you know.
Yeah.
Kyle Maggard, I would definitely plug the AMW Showdown Series every Tuesday, because this Tuesday night will be Showdown Series, which you can find under Appalachian My Wrestling YouTube channel. Go to YouTube right now, subscribe, and Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Go watch it. And then every Tuesday from then on, do the same thing, because I'm telling you guys, that's low-key the best action that you're going to see from the southern states of Kentucky.
Yeah, how badass was it that Rhino had on an AMW shirt?
That was
In
badass.
Vegas, that's awesome.
WrestleCon, yeah.
Kyle, I like to call Kyle Maggard Kyle Lander because of his ring gear, ring gear that he had on when we went to, where was it? Where did we go?
We went to
Corbin,
yeah. And that was a good time. The first thing I immediately thought of, everybody's joking about Cody always.
Blowing up. Good Lord.
Cody's always,
Andy better not
they're always
miss
joking about
pictures.
Cody turning into like Homelander, calling him Codelander. But when Kyle Maggard came out and he had on that American
just
flag,
like
I was like, oh
Homelander.
shit, it's Kyle Lander.
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
mean, that is what he looked like.
Oh, we love the hell out of AMW. That was probably one of my personal favorite in I'd say the past 6 months indie shows that I've gone to. And it wasn't just because Rhino was there. It was solid. It was a really solid, eventful show. So they put on a hell of a time, especially when you're in the more towards the central/eastern part of the state. It's very accessible.
We have more on that AMW Showdown Series that Kyle Maggard just sent me. Kyle Lander, as Jane calls him. Let's go look at these now and let all y'all know what you're going to see this Tuesday coming before we get back into the overall night 2 of WrestleMania. Because, guys, I'm telling you, Appalachian My Wrestling, that's the place to go to on Tuesday nights and any time that you can find. All right, let's run it down. Because, let's see. We got a message from Billy Gunn himself. Gonna be happening. We got Marty Clay, the AMW champion, in the house for a championship celebration.
Also, Nice Guy Andy podcast champion.
Exactly. We got Kyle Maggard as well. He's gonna be coming on to Tuesday to talk about Weekend of Champions, AMW. We got Lord Murphy Costigan versus Corey Sparks.
That's my favorite dude.
Yes.
Lord Murphy Costigan. Always trying to keep a Scottish man
Southeastern
down.
champion.
And we got
Hell of a mustache.
we got the Mega Destroyer himself taking on Z Collins. That's gonna be a hell of a show on Tuesday night.
That guy's fun to watch too.
I like Z.
Collins.
Yep. And then you got Zodiac
Bigger.
Unmasked Tuesday night.
Yeah, shout out to Zodi. Man, when I found out they were doing the mask versus mask match, we literally sat at Corbin, and the first thing out of my mouth was, man, I would love to see Zodi and Misery in a mask versus mask match.
They
And not
had
even-
to have heard us
I know.
because they didn't.
Kyle,
It
you
wasn't too long after that taping we were at.
Maggard
They didn't-
owes me money for the the proceeds of the mask versus match, but that's good
right.
booking.
And we're gonna be seeing the Wolf's Den with Anthony Presley.
Wolves Den.
Yeah, the Wolf's
Bobby
Den.
Blaze. The Wolves. What's the Wolves Den?
The Wolf's Den.
The Wolves. That's what you said.
I said the Wolf's Den.
Shout
You
out
said the
Anthony
Wolves.
Presley. I like
I'm
shit.
just messing
I like
with
shit out of Anthony. We had a temporary misunderstanding, but
Hey, that happens though.
no, man, he's great. Like I love shit out of him. He's good dude.
And Anthony Presley.
Yeah. Remember?
He's all right.
That's right. And also
He's a
shout
great
to
boss.
John Gilbert's company because he just gave me the name of it. Let me just say that to
Big
everyone
John
on the air right
Gilbert.
Yeah, at any point, if you have a promotion, if you have a match, if you have a rivalry, merchandise, whatever that you want to be promoted to a large audience,
Just send $20 to the Nice Guy Indie Podcast.
I was gonna say that they could just message us, but
Trinity
and if you do want,
But it costs money to message us.
yeah, if you do want to sponsor us and really promote the hell out of whatever you've got going on as a wrestler, as a promotion, message us anytime. And we can work something out. We can come up with an advertising package for you. We've done it for plenty of folks.
Yeah.
But our reach, and I mean, we've got 30,000 followers, but our reach is substantially more. We reach millions of people around the world. And of course, our partnership with Pro Wrestling World, we reach millions of people on a monthly basis. So we've
also reached 9 million.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, there's a man right there on TV we're looking at. He's undefeated at WrestleMania.
Yeah, can we just bask in the glory of Michael Cole?
Yes.
Yes. And also, shout out to John Gilbert's new company, Trinity Championship Wrestling in Texas.
Oh, nice.
Trinity Championship Wrestling in Texas. What part of Texas, John?
That's right. Give us the scoop.
Yeah, it's basically the miniature United States. It's so big.
I know what Texas is.
Yeah.
That's
It's
why I
the
got to
big
know
D.
where in Texas.
Oh, you're a big expert on big stuff now, huh?
I can't
Really?
believe,
You're gonna-
I can't believe that.
You're going to
he
keep
literally-
bringing that
Bring it
up?
back.
I can't believe that he literally thought you didn't know what Big D was. Try to tell you, look it up.
I mean, it's been a while, but
What the?
Zinger.
you know, I'm a busy gal.
But yeah, I mean, tonight's show's got
Say
some good
Google
matches.
the name of
We're
Dallas,
not
Texas.
Googling Big D.
I
Yeah.
didn't say Google
Look,
Big
you
D.
can
Yeah, you
Google
did. You
Big
were like,
D.
Google it, and I was like, no,
Heck yeah, Ramos.
no, Sean.
We love Final Count as well.
Yes, we do. Final count. It's a
Yeah,
count.
guys.
That's fine.
Oh yeah,
You can definitely buy your encore to Weekend of Champions right now in the link provided by Kyle Maggard himself right there inside the comments. Guys, click it, go watch it, and then come back and tell us what you thought about it.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, tonight's card looks excellent. I mean, look, I got up here just looking at it. That's 7 matches of pure nonstop action tonight. Who do y'all think is going to be Randy Orton's tag partner?
Andy,
know,
Andrew
Oh,
Watkins.
his opponent.
Andy Watkins.
Oh, you're right.
Andrew Watkins.
Andrew Watkins is going to be Randy Orton's opponent.
Andrew
And
Watkins.
if for some reason it's not,
Not so
I'm
nice
just-
guy Andrew.
I want to entertain, play devil's advocate like I always do. I think possibility. People have talked about Alistair Beck, but of course we've already talked about that. He's probably coming on next week.
Yep.
I think a more likely answer could be Uncle Howdy. This could end up being a big WrestleMania moment for the Wyatt Six. For the love of God, just please do something with them or make an announcement that
Or Rusev.
you're not doing something with them. Rusev
Right.
would be a good one.
Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis.
Yeah, because there's a personal story there. He mentioned
Yep.
Mickey James.
Oh,
Malachi Black would be a good one.
I love shit. I want to touch on Mickey James for a second. I love the hell out of
Me too.
me too. She is outstanding, and I know she got some flack
Oh, because
recently because she said something about how a lot of women are, it's just basically glorified lingerie. I know that's not a popular statement for her to have said, and then everybody immediately was like, "Oh, you did this, you licked your fingers, you did the blah blah blah." Guys, the point that you missed the point that she was trying to make. I think really Mickey was just trying to make a statement about the fact that people are too caught up on the looks side of the house for women's wrestling more so than they are the work and putting in the work, putting in the talent, being talented in the ring. And I think it just ended up getting taken completely out of context. Obviously, lots of female wrestlers wrestle and it's skimpy. And that's probably always going to be there.
right.
But what I think she kind of touched on and probably could have elaborated on, and I want to touch on it because it's something that pisses me off in women's wrestling, is don't use WWE as a leap pad for your adult entertainment career. That pisses me off. Now, that's not to say that people haven't done Playboy
Yeah.
in the past. I think that's different. I think just taking, tasteful, those kind. It's not my bag, but they're very tasteful,
classy.
But when you have somebody like Mandy Rose, who's just going on about like how much money she's making, and then not even really giving thanks. I don't think she's giving proper thanks to WWE for the fact that, hey, you're a millionaire now. Thanks, WWE.
Not to mention
I hope they never bring her back. That's me personally. I don't think she was that great. Another person that I could see kind of going that way would be like Nikita Lyons. I don't want to talk trash about her, but I mean,
I could see her.
It's just a lot of people say that it's empowering for women. I'm in the opposite camp. I think I'm not also a feminist, but like I think it's not empowering for women. I think it
exactly
holds women back because we're not in the age where it's necessary to have the world's oldest profession anymore. We have our brains and we don't have to be put into that kind of like servitude and work anymore. But that's just my 2 cents.
There we go.
Probably a lot of people don't agree with that. I don't care if you don't agree with it.
Stick it.
I just don't care. But I think everybody went really hard at Mickie James, and the point that she was trying to make is,
And it wasn't just that.
it should be less about your body and more about your talent in the ring.
And now they go at her because at WrestleCon, when she was taking on Maki Ito, she cut a promo about Dave Meltzer and his 5 stars, saying all the women and all the boys out back there just want to work the 5 stars. Then because she's wearing the jeans cut off like this and all that, and then bit down to do the flip off. They're like, oh, this whore talks about women's body. I'm like, she was doing her job, you idiots. She worked all you idiots.
Yeah. And that's always the first thing. As soon as a smart and powerful woman says something that makes sense, they're always going to attack her appearance first.
Yep.
Never fails. Like in our
never
in our comments section, perfect example.
Yeah.
Like I can't tell you how many times I've commented on wrestling and be talking about the technical side of it, and then somebody's like, obesity Jane, you wear too much makeup. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares.
That's just a lack of
Exactly.
maturity, and they got nothing real to say.
Yeah, the
Can't admit they were wrong.
the loser
They got
resorts
nothing
to
real
slander.
say.
Yeah.
So it's, oh, well, at least I don't look stupid.
Exactly.
Sorry that your argument sucks and that you have the IQ of mayonnaise.
And it sounds like they got small dick injury.
Did you say small dick injury? I think you meant
Energy.
energy.
Hey, sometimes my words flub up, James.
That's okay. I knew what you meant.
To have one.
But that is what they have. Small dick energy.
What'd you say about
Oh, Ryan Mosley made a prediction. He said that he thinks maybe Mickie James will be Lyra's.
Here's my prediction, though. I said that earlier. It might be Becky Lynch because she's there.
Facts. Hey,
She is there.
we did see her with her husband Seth at the Hall of Fame.
And also, Bailey respects the hell out of Becky Lynch to the point that she will willingly step down and let Becky Lynch take her place.
Hashtag Bailey got back.
That's right. She does.
Caked up Bailey.
I love that BBL that she's got.
Who's to say it's a
LA face
BBL?
with an
Maybe she
open
just works her
booty.
glutes.
Hashtag
She does.
Bailey got back.
Well, somebody set my belt somewhere.
Yes, yeah, for there.
Fiddling with it. It's distracting me. Sean, you can.
Bailey's got the biggest one that there
I
is.
want to wear your title.
I hope it's my second
women's.
wife. I hope Lyra's partner's my second wife.
You might not see it again.
I think it could be Roxanne Perez because they've been building the shit out of her,
Or Corey Jade.
or Cora Jade.
There's a lot of possibilities tonight. Hell, we could even see Julia maybe. That'd be a
man.
wild card.
Man.
Natalia.
I mean, Natalia could do it. But I think that Natalia
Speaking of
just
which,
came off a fresh show.
I want, when she comes back to WWE TV, Natty, Natalia, whatever you want to call her, I want that Natalia to come back. Not
Yeah.
this happy-go-lucky, smiling everywhere.
Did y'all check out the clips of her whooping that ass of
She
their
has
opponent?
whooped that ass.
I want that Natty to come back.
She had the sharpshooter locked in the correct way to make that girl tap out.
She just Natty just needs a rebrand. Like she's insanely criminally talented obviously, everybody, the first thing that they talk about is, I'm going to go to the dungeon and I'm going to trade with Natalya Neidhart. But then, I mean, it's always, she just wasn't really connecting.
Exactly.
You know? The connection wasn't really there.
And then they did that dumbass fart gimmick that they did on her, and that kind of killed her aura. All because they thought that was funny. It wasn't funny the first time.
That was a VKM thing, guys.
Look at the silhouette.
I like it.
Who do we think it is? Maybe the silhouette is of the actual person.
Is Eli Dragunov?
That's Eli.
Because Rusev is skinnier and not as chiseled as the man that we're looking at. Or it just might be Randy Orton himself from old Silhouette of the Dead.
Maybe it's Joe Hendry. No,
oh, yes. Say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry.
Believe in Joe Hendry.
Hey, that could be a possibility, though. I mean, he has been hitting for months now.
No, they wouldn't have him. They wouldn't have him come over and then immediately lose to Randy Orton.
Yeah. I mean, you might never know. They might have Randy Orton lose to whoever comes back as his opponent.
I would love for Randy Orton to lose to Joe Hendry.
Yes. That'd do wonders.
My day.
That'd do wonders. Hey, folks, in the chat, tell us, who do you think is going to take on Randy Orton? Do you think that it's going to be Eli Dragunov, Nick Aldis, or could it be someone that we're not even thinking about that has been signed to WWE?
They brought back Matt Riddle.
Joe,
it is 420.
He is.
It's not outside of the realm of possibilities.
It's actually not,
bro.
He is currently.
It is 420, so yeah.
MLW champion.
But he might forget to go out there and wrestle Randy because he was smoking that puff pass. Ooh. Randy is his favorite guy that buys the weed off of him.
And that's not even on their
Yep.
Their policy anymore, is it?
Nope, not anymore. It's legal. And that just tells you,
oops,
Joe just might be right. Matt Riddle just might show up because it is 420, Jane.
But he is.
They're gonna bring back Matt Riddle. They're gonna bring back RVD.
But wait.
Yeah.
The hair. But wait, that silhouette had no hair. Matt Riddle has hair.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's got to be RVD, maybe with his hair inside ponytail, so you can't see it.
Yeah, maybe it's RVD.
They're going to hit a 5-star frog splash while he's smoking that doobie on to Randy. Randy's going to be his happiest guy.
RVD still got his hair.
Michael Cole. Oh, I see his hair
Short
color.
Hair. He's in Vegas now. Jane's favorite of all time.
Hey.
MJ, Marty Jannetty.
Hey now.
He's going to come back. Although they might shave his head.
He'll get hired and then get fired the same night, but still.
Yeah.
He's got the record.
He'll hop on social media and they'll be like, fuck Marty. Like
he'll be like, I lost my phone, guys.
You know, Addie Jannetty, she's got her hands full time with him, but I think it's really awesome. So it's obvious that
look, if they let him in the building, he's gonna be in the locker room, he's gonna make some fucking crazy ass tweet about how he was raped when he was 13 years old in that locker room. And he fucking drugged the guy to the wrestling ring and fucking murdered him and slit his throat in the middle.
God, yeah, he said he was doing that for a story angle.
And
like,
that
who the hell?
And that he lost his phone and that it ended up somewhere else.
Okay, Andy. Yeah.
Who do y'all think is winning between AJ Styles and Logan Paul?
I got Logan Paul.
Sadly, Logan Paul.
Logan.
But here's the thing. Logan Paul stood tall on Raw.
I don't mean nothing.
It does mean something, Sean.
No.
Oldest trick is out book.
I think that AJ Styles is.
That formula, though, Johnny.
That's true.
I think AJ Styles has kind of been relegated. I hate when people say jobber. I prefer workhorse or doing what's best for business, which seems to be the theme. But I think that's kind of AJ's position right now.
A rose?
Hell yeah, Jeremy.
Still a rose.
Yeah.
Live John him out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Jeremy said that he believes that AJ's going to win.
Well, I would really love that for him,
Will you stop?
but I don't think it's going to happen.
He came in just in
You want to
time.
sleep already, bud?
Yeah, rough day.
No, he's looking at.
No, that's his, oh, my baby.
Oh,
my baby.
oh, he's
look.
salivating.
Yeah. Every time he sees mommy.
Tell him to keep it in his pants.
Wait till he sees Becky Lynch, though. That's when it gets wild. But yeah,
Or mommy. I thought you liked Rhea Ripley better than
he likes
Becky Lynch.
both of them.
Oh, you like them both?
They're both my wives.
He
Okay.
also likes Paige Jones. She'd be
That
his
is
wife
odd.
too if she wasn't
I'm
married.
just our biggest fan. That's it.
I want to meet Paige Jones.
Hey, we had her in
you
here at one
stuck your
point.
face in her tits that
I
day at
did
that
not.
I
match.
feel like I'm the
I
only
didn't
person that
know.
hasn't met
I
them.
didn't know.
Yeah. But
You
who
were
do we think?
motorboating her.
Are
Who
you
do we
now
think is-
the women's champion?
He is.
Who do we
She's
think is
letting
win-
me hold the title.
Who do we think is
Do
win
you
that
feel special?
Sin City street fight between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre?
I don't care. Either way,
Okay.
it's going to be a hell of a match.
That's
And I think that's going to be a sleeper match, and nobody's talking about that enough.
Really good-looking
Yeah, they
woman.
pissed me off when they done it.
So,
I hate you.
Oh,
now he's a woman champion, so.
by the way,
I mean, he does have the hair for it.
by the way, I got a bone to pick with you.
Nah, put him out.
Your twin brother Robert was here. Was wanting to know where Ricky was.
I don't know what you. No,
Marty.
we're not bringing up the mouse.
It was Marty Mouse.
He's not feeling it. Let's not do it.
It's not the same. It's not the same guy.
That's right.
Sorry.
We already gave our opinions on who we think will win the Intercontinental Championship Fatal 4-Way.
Sin City Street match. Man,
Ooh.
Drew McIntyre has won lately. I don't know. I think they could use it to elevate Damian Priest
Yeah.
a little bit.
Because remember, he said that every time that he's gotten big and he's almost had his moment, that
Yeah.
bastard Damian Priest always comes in and ruins it.
Yeah,
So this could be another example of that happening tonight.
that could be their new huge rivalry because I like those. I like both of them,
I do too.
but I also am excited about both of them beating the hell out of each other because they are both. I think they're pretty neck and neck. Like it's hard. Don't make me pick. Is basically what I'm saying
right.
about that. I like them both.
Exactly.
I like them both. Drew's got him on the social media. Well, I don't know. There's both of their social medias are pretty good.
Yeah, but I think Drew McIntyre's got to be on the Hater of the Year award.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hate.
What do you think is your opinion on the women's match?
Man.
There's two of them.
I think they're probably just gonna have Io win it
They
what I
should.
think. That's what I think.
because Bianca doesn't need it.
Nope.
Rhea doesn't need it.
Nope.
They're both. I think we were talking about this yesterday. Either way, they're both still over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I think it's gonna be Io's time to shine, and somebody's gonna get hit with a trash can.
Yep.
All right.
That's right. I need to see it.
Okay. This just in
Uh-oh.
for immediate release. Due to his contemptible actions last night, Paul Heyman, a.k.a. Judas, is hereby banned from both Jimmy's Famous Seafood and the Island of Relevance.
That is the greatest band in the history of Most Deserving.
That's funny.
Damn it.
That is funny.
Jeremy said, Jane, I told you last night Jay was going to be the GOAT, so please agree with me.
I don't have to agree to you. I don't have to agree with you. I'm in denial still. I still hate it.
He's desperate for that agreement.
I will not agree, sir. I'm a Gunther diehard. Love him to death.
Who tapped out at 5 seconds? Come on.
If
That's what she said.
if you look back, every time Gunther has lost, it's only meant bigger and better things.
It's just in.
That's true.
It's just in. John Gilbert just said, the Dallas Fort Worth area.
Okay.
That's where it'll be.
Big D.
That's right. The Big D.
is apparently what everybody calls it.
Or at least one person.
I just learned it the other day.
She's just learned it the other day. It's okay, guys.
I like you
I'd
just.
never been exposed to the Big D before, so I just
Sean's exposing everybody
Stop.
to the Big D.
I got a lot of friends in Dallas, Fort Worth, and then my buddy CM Junk from over at Pro Wrestling World. He's from Houston area, which I know is completely different, but
Junk, are you
they got some good ass wrestling in Texas.
I'm
Yes,
interested
they
in
do.
seeing.
What'd you say about Junk? You think I didn't hear that? We have headphones on, dickhead.
Water.
But
Stay
I'm
hydrated
interested.
tonight, please.
I'm interested to see if Becky Lynch or someone that
think
we're not
it'll
thinking
be
about is
Becky.
going to become Lyra's tag team partner.
I don't think it'll be Becky. Or I could see Lyra wanting to go 1-on-2.
Oh no, that'd be a big mistake for her. This is a tag team title match.
She don't need 2 titles.
Yeah, she does. Well, imagine it, Sean. Lyra 3 belts. She wins the tag team titles and holds her title that she got, and then the tag team titles.
I'm just think it's disappointing. It's WrestleMania. They just debuted the Women's United States and the Women's Intercontinental, and they're not on the line.
Where's my fucking charger?
Yeah, where is
If it was in your ass, you know where it was.
Where's your ass? You know where it was.
This one.
Huh? Well, that one's not plugged in. Shit, I don't know if that'll reach over here. Look.
This one looks like it's plugged
I found it.
No, is
Right
that it?
there.
Simple. Thank
She
you.
found
Sean.
it,
You're the
guys.
best
She's
person
finding
ever.
a charger.
Gosh.
Yeah.
There's nothing nefarious going on over here.
Just kidding.
What the hell, Jane?
Oh, that's not my charger. That's an Android charger.
This is an iPhone.
Yeah, I need an iPhone one.
This one's
The one that is it?
Was it?
Will it reach?
Right there. It should.
It's underneath the cord.
That's what
Yeah,
she
pull it out from underneath there.
If it was in your ass, you know it, Sean.
Yeah, Sean. Yep.
Nice Guy Andy podcast
Oh,
having
that's
technical difficulties.
That's right.
Stand by.
I'm not having
This is part of
technical
course, guys.
difficulties. You can
You
blame.
are a technical difficulty.
We're just gonna blame A-Town down.
I was waiting for somebody to
Hey,
be like, I'm
you
not
take that
having
back.
any difficulties.
Hey, count down. It's the greatest tag team of all time.
Negative. Negative.
How dare you,
The
sir?
Hardys.
Children.
How dare you?
The Hardys is
No,
better.
no.
Who?
This isn't charging.
No. You said the hardest.
Is it plugged in?
I'm gonna say the Road
No,
Warriors.
no, you
Hog
unplugged it.
Animal,
Son of a
baby.
bitch. What's that?
Hold on. Let me plug it in for
Find
you.
the end.
Sorry, guys.
You don't want to start a fight, don't you?
Oh, Lord.
Y'all
Who?
don't want to start a fight, don't you?
Oh, I guess everybody wants to start a fight.
Y'all don't want to talk about the greatest tag team on
There it is.
wrestling, and ain't nobody gonna mention none of my cousins. And nobody gonna mention my cousins.
The damn Dudleys.
Your cousins.
My
Son
cousins.
Guy Dudley is the
Dudley
greatest tag
brothers.
team of all time.
Sign guy Dudley?
That's right.
That's only one guy. He's not a tag team.
Son Guy Dudley could be a tag team guy.
Louis Dangerously?
Yes.
No, the
Yeah.
greatest tag team.
What happened to Spike?
My cousin B-Ray and DV Dudley.
What happened to Spike?
You know, Bubba Ray would be
Dudley's
mad
the
about
Road.
that.
Man, Road Warriors are up there. All right, let's do
B-Ray
a
and DV Dudley.
let's do a
Dudley
top
brothers.
5. Let's do a Nice Guy Andy top 5 greatest tag teams of all time.
The Dudley brothers, the Dudley brothers, the Dudley brothers, Dudley brothers, the Dudley
Hey
brothers.
now, hey now.
Dudley.
You can't make all the Dudleys be the top 5.
Actually, to be fair,
All right,
Johnny,
fine.
Jane didn't say he couldn't. So
All right, fine.
that's-
That's
I
true.
didn't- That's
the
on.
Dudleys in
That's on me.
94, the Dudleys in 95, the Dudleys in 96.
Son Guy Dudley.
no.
This guy Dudley.
Okay.
The Dudleys with Spike, the Dudleys without Spike.
That's
All
true.
right.
I am curious though. Who is Randy's opponent?
But first, let's get the tag team top
You're
5.
here, so it can't be you.
No, it can't.
Jane was
We would
can't
love
be
that
you
for
either.
you. Chris Blade said the Road Warriors need to be in that conversation. and I
Yeah.
agree.
Yes.
I agree.
No,
I
I
agree.
cannot-
But they
No,
cannot
no,
take
no,
on.
no.
They both can't take on Randy Orton.
We're still on
No, the
tag
top
team.
5 greatest tag teams.
We'll get to that. We will get to that. I'm gonna throw the and this is based on how over they were, merch, everything. One of my personal favorites is the Hardy Boys.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, cannot deny, can't stop, won't stop. And that's both of them. Like, and I know a lot of people are like more predominantly Jeff, but Matt
I will
Hardy was
say
a
this,
fucking
too.
workhorse.
I will say this too. Stone Cold and Triple H were a great, tag team at one time.
Man,
For every bit of 2.5 months.
damn.
At one time, they were good. They were good.
Yeah, that was a hell of a tag team. Right
That was
there.
good. That was
What
good.
that was worth.
Hey, CM sucks.
He don't suck, sir.
But, Jane, who's your second
I
one?
got hit in the ding
Who's
ding.
my second favorite tag team of all time? I can't say Road Warriors and I can't say Dudley Boys, which is probably what I would have said.
Who said?
What do you mean? Who said it?
Yeah, who said you can't say that?
Oh well. Oh, my personal top 5. That would be.
Art Foundation.
It would be. Man, God damn it. Yeah, the Hart Foundation probably be up there too. Yeah, Hardy Boys, Road Warriors, Dudley Boys.
Or it could be Stone
DX?
Cold.
Well, I don't really think I think of DX as more of a stable more so than tag partners. Oh, I'll tell you who else I'm going to throw out there and who I love together.
Who?
All right.
My wild card, my boy,
Rocket.
Sean Waltman and Kane.
Yes.
Okay,
Good
that's
tag team.
That is they were fantastic
Yes,
as a
that was
team,
great. Yeah,
ridiculously over.
Kane is
Best of both worlds. Best of, you got a big guy and then you got a little cruiserweight motherfucker that runs circles around you.
Okay.
Yes.
Amazing entrance.
Yes.
Great stuff.
Killer.
Together.
You
They
just
were
said
great.
I have the perfect tag team. You said a little guy and a big guy. Chris Blade and Doomsday.
There you go. Chris is putting himself over today. I don't know.
Yeah, he's trying to.
It's not the Build Chris Blade podcast. Just
Hey, man, you got to put
but that's a
yourself
good
over
job.
at every moment.
Oh, and
Good job.
as
You
far
gotta
as
keep on training.
one of my current favorite tag teams pairings that I really enjoy, my pairings, professional. I like Raquel and Liv Morgan together.
Me too.
Because I
Good.
like that big and small dynamic
Let her
in a
have
tag
her
team.
opinion, sir.
And the reason that I like it is because every time that Raquel Rodriguez picks Liv Morgan up to throw her like a little missile, I get giddy. I just love that.
Yeah.
I love the shit out of Raquel Rodriguez, though. I'm
Okay.
probably the biggest. And I don't care if people don't like her. I like her.
That's
She
right.
She going places, damn it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Lay Cool over Liv and Raquel.
Fuck that. Fuck that noise.
You just earned
No.
You just
That's what I'm
earned
saying.
you have to
that's
leave.
not discounting them.
You have to walk around the block and then come back.
I'm not discounting it. Look,
You know
I
what tag
like
team I
her,
really
but
wish?
she's probably not even my top 20.
she didn't deserve no 50 speech.
Oh,
What do you
goddamn,
wish?
let it go.
You know what tag team I really wish they would have done a lot more with and would have stuck around a lot more?
Who?
Vicious and Delicious.
Yes.
Buff
Scott.
and Scott Norton.
Buff and Scott.
Hell yeah.
And then they didn't do nothing with them.
Nope, they broke them up, put Buff with Steiner. and-
Right when they were hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Hart Brothers would have been my number 5. I don't think I named 5.
Okay.
Jeremy Ballard pretty much had the same answer. He said Dudley Boys, Matt and Jeff, Road Warriors, Hart Brothers, and Undertaker and Kane.
That's right.
Okay.
Also
Hart
brothers.
Brothers, is that Foundation?
Owen and Brett.
Oh, Owen and Brett. They were in tag.
They tagged once. But either way, well, maybe twice if you count. Okay.
Oh, they got paper
What are
plate.
your top 5 tag teams? He's Googling tag teams. Tag team wrestling.
Who? I was,
I ask you.
I was sharing
You're-
John Gilbert's page.
I'm good.
I like Googling.
I am going to Google it
Stuff.
because I feel like
But here's
Calm down, Dick.
my top 5.
Okay, let's hear it.
Starting with the 5th on that top 5. Vicious and Delicious.
Okay.
Top 4 is going to be
Just code number.
Demolition.
Oh, fuck. I left one off.
Love Demolition.
The third one's going to be Heart Foundation. Second one was Harlem Heat. And for the first one, the Road Warriors. Legion of Doom.
I'm gonna change my number 5. I said Heart Foundation. No disrespect, still love the Heart Foundation, but I would replace them with Steiners.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's 5.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Steiners
Half shot, what's your
absolutely.
favorite top 5 tag team? I'm going last.
Well, you gotta go last.
Because I'm the host.
Because he wants to steal everybody's answers.
No, I don't.
He's analyzing and judging our answers.
I would
I'm
say
not judging nothing.
the Hardy Boys, DX.
Which version of DX you going with?
I would say
Hornswoggle.
97.
Well, I mean, which two?
Oh, like Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Triple H, Shawn Michaels, DX.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can agree with that one. Who was it? The Undertaker and Kane.
Good choice.
Brothers of the Federation.
Yep.
I'm glad I invented that answer for you.
Oh man.
Hogan invented that.
Yeah, Hogan invented
Jericho
me,
invented
invented
Hogan.
He
that.
invented tag teams.
Okay.
So that's 3. Okay, I would say Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero.
No, great one.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Look at
And
Sean
then,
counting over there.
Evolution.
That's nice.
Which two members?
Triple H and Batista
Nice.
Was it really a tag team?
at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were a faction.
Well, yeah, but
Okay, screw it.
They do
I
the
don't
tag
care.
run.
Yeah. Look
All
at you
right.
counting over there, Sean. I'm so proud of you.
All right, Chris Blade, your turn.
He's learning, Jane.
Are we going?
yeah, go ahead.
Go in whatever order you want to go.
Just go.
Get close to the mic for you.
I'm just doing the counting.
Obviously, I've done said it. Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. which Hart brothers? Because you got Brett and Jim, and then you got Brett and Owen.
It's only you.
So, well, what's your pick?
Your pick.
Okay.
It don't matter.
No,
It's who you
No,
want.
no. I always say the Hart boys, but there's two.
So
different
which one
ones.
are you going with?
Which Hart Foundation?
I'm going with Brett and Jim.
Right.
Okay.
Great choice.
The original Hart Foundation.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go the Hardys.
That's our number 1 fan, Jane. Adam Hernandez. He's been with us for a long time. Been here since our very beginning.
Have I done 3 or 4 already?
I've already done 4. Got one more.
Okay, let's see.
Your math is so good. I'm so
I'm
proud
gonna
of you.
go.
He's been learning. I'm proud of him.
He's a good boy.
I'm gonna go Edge and Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho or Edge and Christian?
Christian. Yeah.
Edge and Christian.
That's a good one
Yeah.
too.
Okay, those are good, actually damn good choices, Chris.
Yeah.
I'm mighty surprised. All right. Have you already given your 5? I know you picked the Dudleys, but you can't pick
Man
the
is
Dudleys
obsessed
5.
with his family.
To be fair, he picked the Dudleys 5 times.
I mean, yeah.
And on this 5, Road Warriors, Dudleys, Man Jeff, Harlem Heat.
Damn it.
This is where it gets tough.
Who is the 5th?
Yeah, man, probably can next box just for that entrance.
There we
Nah.
go.
Yeah.
All
Just for
right.
that entrance.
Okay. My 5. In no particular order, the Rockers. They were imitators of the Rock and Roll
Yes.
Express, which are my number 4. Ricky and Robert.
Yeah.
Bobby and Stan of the Midnight Express.
Nice.
I like Dennis and Bobby, but Bobby and Stan, to me, are the superior team.
Let him cook.
Okay, that's 3.
Exactly.
I've liked. Hey, they got the crowd hyped up. Too cool.
Yeah.
Too cool.
Yeah,
Damn,
that's good.
Grandmaster and Scotty. That
Grandmaster.
worm hit,
Rest
when
in
he
peace.
went for that worm, I dare you to find me a butt in the seat.
Yep.
And when they add Rikishi to the mix,
Yeah.
son!
He did it for the Rock.
Did it.
Shit, I bet he did do it for the crack rock.
Who's your number 1?
And my 5th, call them the Revival, call them FTR,
Good choice.
whatever you want to call them. They've brought back great tag team wrestling to the forefront.
Yes, sir.
Well,
And an honorable mention,
Oh, I was about. Yeah, I was about to
Arn
say
and
that.
Tully.
Yes.
There you
Brave
go.
Honorable
Hell yeah.
And-
I want to throw in an honorable mention to APA.
APA.
Okay.
I want to throw in an honorable mention.
Sure, you would still.
Also, APA.
Yeah.
Sure. gonna copy.
Demolition.
like-
Demolition.
She still
has-
might answer.
I mean, Adam has one too.
No.
Oh,
But you can add an
yeah.
honorable
Yeah.
mention.
Our fan Adam said,
Hey, what's up, Adam?
Add up.
Rock
he
and
said,
sock.
Demolition,
Rock and sock
Rock and
connection.
sock.
APA,
Okay.
Edge and Christian.
The British
British Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. Hell
Bulldogs.
yeah.
You know, at the
Good
time
choice.
growing up, I really wasn't into the Dynamite Kid. I had to grow up and for him to grow on me.
Yeah.
He was a prick behind the scenes, but he
Oh,
was
yeah,
also
but-
cool.
Growing up watching him
Hey,
wrestle, like
his daughter's a beautiful woman. The Dynamite girl, she's out there doing her thing right now.
Boss, baby.
Oh my God, Chris Blade.
Bronwyn, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Johnny, I'll leave you alone about the chords, but I gotta find the plug.
Yeah, bless
Where is the plug?
Hey,
But Sean, you was not expecting me to say someone like Edge and Christian was.
Can you-
Nobody
Plug in.
thought about that. We were just thinking badass tag teams. And then the Hardleys. Hey, I'm not disrespecting any of those shows. I've always liked Ricky
You did.
and Robert. Midnight Express, though, to be fair,
Christian Wall.
That's right.
like I said, I've always liked Dennis
Screw
and
Chris
Bobby. But I like.
He said, "What about the clowns?"
Who?
ICP, hell yeah!
Yeah, you can plug it
He
in.
said, "What about the clowns?"
I
Hell
don't know if
yeah,
it'll work,
Insane
though.
Clown Posse needs to be in the fucking Hall of Fame already.
They really should.
JCW?
What?
Yeah, baby.
And not
No.
Hall of Fame, not Celebrity Wing.
Right.
As a legit tag team
Okay.
wrestling
Yonder.
combo.
I tell you what, you know why AEW, and I'm not going to talk about it, this is the only time I'll talk about it this whole summer. Why AEW is really not as successful as they really could be? They have yet to bring in ICP.
They've also did not bring in Doink the Clown. The original. Oh, wait.
Which
We lost
did.
Matt Bourne.
Which
They got to bring the
because,
second
because
one.
there was two.
There is more than
More
two.
than two, and the
Yep.
original one dead.
If they want to bring back
Matt
a Doink,
Bourne.
bring in the second clown,
original
the
Doink,
one.
I
And
think
Dink and Wink and Pink.
I think he played the best Doink, the original.
Matt Warren, yep.
Matt Bourne was the greatest
Matt Bourne
Doink the
was
Crown.
the best Doink. Though we've had Steve Kern.
Steve Kern, he was good. He was a good worker. I liked him as Skinner though. He was better as Skinner.
Yeah. But
Matt,
they-
what's his fuck was the? Yeah, you already said it though, didn't you?
Matt Bourne, yeah.
That's right.
Ray
And what now,
Apollo was
guys?
the main one you saw towards the end of the run of Doink.
How excited are we for tonight?
I'm really excited.
Me too.
It's like Christmas.
You know what? It's not. You can predict what they're gonna do. That's not the exciting part. Who's gonna win? That's not the exciting part. It's how they're gonna do it.
That's right.
You can no longer predict how they're gonna do things, and that's what makes it all exciting again.
Exactly, because I didn't know that
We
we
got
were
to
going to see Gunther lose.
So,
Yeah.
question.
Answer.
Do you think with the final boss thing with The Rock being in, or Cena so The Rock, do you think there's going to be run-ins like there were last year at WrestleMania?
I hope not.
I hope not.
I thought that all those run-ins last year killed the match.
Yeah.
Well, it was going good. The run-ins didn't really kill it, per se.
For me personally, I thought it overshadowed. I thought, especially the Undertaker there at the end, it overshadowed the entire match. Everything they did, to me personally,
Yeah.
was worthless. Everything fell apart. Everything previous up to that was worthless, meaningless.
We know you can hear Andy, but
What in the blue hell is up with Braun Breaker now looking like he just walked off the set of Yellowstone?
wait, huh?
He's got the cowboy
You
hat on.
didn't see him like that yesterday when he cut the Steiner mask
He's a
off?
Dudley now.
I'm not.
He's a
talking
Dudley
about
cousin.
him. I'm talking about Braun Breaker. You dumb
You
shit.
didn't watch.
No,
the,
Braun Breaker's it's a Dudley now.
Hey, you didn't watch the him do with the Steiner mask?
I saw that.
He was wearing the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
That's right.
Why is he now start
He's
doing
in
that?
the
He's
blue.
from Georgia. He's always wearing it.
Because cowboy hats are fucking cool, Sean.
Hell yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You ain't wearing a cowboy hat.
You know what?
I can't wear it with
He's
my.
inside the bling.
Camouflage
Headphones on.
just as good.
Yep.
That's right.
Joe don't give a fuck.
Hey,
apparently.
Dudley.
Like, fuck it, I'm doing it.
When you said Braun Breaker's now officially one of your cousins,
Who said that?
What was that, Johnny?
is he a Dudley? Braun Breaker
We're
now?
watching WrestleMania
no.
kickoff. Dumb
Dumbass.
old fart.
I think
Where's
there
he
might
at?
be some in-laws.
He's
down
in
the
Vegas.
Line,
I
but,
know he's in Vegas, but where? I don't see him.
No.
You are a goof right now, Andy. You know what we're watching.
He's not on
Man.
camera. We are.
We're watching Jackie Redmond.
We can all be like you, Andy, and go to Las Vegas with our sugar mama and get all cooked up and see all the BBLs out there.
He's seen one BBL.
He's
No,
not,
he saw more than that because I saw him.
He's only seen
Andy.
the
The light is not coming on, Andy.
What light?
That night.
Oh, we don't know.
No,
What do you care? You're not
That back
the boss.
one came on, but
You're
that
in
one
Vegas.
didn't.
Stay away, old
They're
fart.
just getting their fake butts.
The batteries and the remote to that are dead. So you need to go get some batteries.
It's your
Bring 'em
fault.
in.
It's your fault, Andy. You're slacking.
Hey, look. We got to redesign the sign. It's under construction right now. So it's gonna read "Not so nice guy Andrew."
I got a call.
I'm not
My phone,
inside
I gotta
the
take it to
Bluetooth.
Jesus Christ, change your ringtone.
Hello?
That was his.
What?
I got your food.
Got what? What you got? Hello?
I know. I'm involved in this. I'm out here being the Roman reporter that Chris Blake's supposed to be.
Well, I'm not
Roman
there with
reporter,
you.
huh?
Well, I'm not there.
Why didn't you take him?
Yeah.
You
This
got
is
me
my
on
job.
Bluetooth?
No, because you called before I could Bluetooth it.
Calling Call him back. Tell him to call you back.
Hold up. Call me back. I'm about to Bluetooth it. Roman reported my ass, Andy. You're out there taking pictures
Look, man, look.
of booties.
Once again,
He
being
took
a
that.
heel.
He didn't do it today.
Yes, he did. He
Once
had
again,
more
this
than
guy's
one.
being a heel. We're doing a nice, good podcast. Everything's running smoothly. This guy interjects, and now everything's off the rails. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
I know, right?
Gotta call back. Gotta fucking hang up, call back, fucking restart.
Exactly. Man, Andy.
Can I have one?
Talking about he's a Roman reporter. Have y'all seen him Roman anywhere?
Thank you.
He's
They're
slack.
$5. Ain't mine there. Jane bought him yesterday.
And he's not even calling back.
You can have whatever you want.
What a heel. What a heel of a boss we got.
I know, right?
That's green room snacks, baby.
And we ain't even answering the damn phone.
Exactly.
Hello?
About
The
time.
booties are news.
I am a Roman reporter.
You're Roman about booties.
That's news.
He's a roving
News. That's
reporter.
news.
Booty is not news, Andy.
Best
WrestleMania is news.
of all the BELs in Las Vegas.
He don't know what he's talking
Throwing on these nuts.
Oh!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
You
brother.
got,
He likes
you got
nuts.
'em.
Confirmed.
You got him. I'm Roman.
Don't roam on the nuts, Andy.
Some of those BBLs probably have nuts.
What are y'all watching?
Yeah. Well, watch your WrestleMania pre-show. What the hell you talking about?
Well,
What are you
y'all
watching?
wasn't on there yesterday this early.
Yes, I was.
Oh,
Yes, we
you
was.
was not.
Yes, we
We
was.
were too.
Yes, we was.
No, you wasn't.
Yes, we was.
Andy, stop
Go look
lying.
again.
No.
Yes.
We went live at 4 o'clock.
There are two lives. We went live this early, then we ended it, and then we went live again for the main show.
Yeah, you ran the.
Oh, the shoes. So y'all did two live just today.
Yes.
Look, doesn't even
Try
know
to tell
what's
me
going
no.
on.
Oh, okay.
See, he doesn't even know what's going on around here.
Man.
Trying to- Man, messing everything.
I'm always on the ball, Andy.
Y'all got pretty good views yesterday.
Yeah, we did
Yes, sir.
for both of them.
Everybody's talking over each other. Nobody can hear each other. Y'all need to learn. Y'all really need to stop talking over each other. Nobody can understand what y'all are saying.
Well,
Exactly what I said.
that's exactly what we said today. And if you notice,
I can understand.
I'm the only one that's talking.
You guys,
They all have listening. So is Chris.
you guys. Hello, y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can also hear the background.
Oh yeah, I'm in a really super nice fancy restaurant that the podcast is paid for.
Kiss our
Out
ass.
here, Lee, you need to do more posting so I can make more money. So we can spend too much out here.
He gambled all the money away.
I'm always posting, Andy.
Gambled all our money
Well,
away.
I didn't gamble.
Sounds like a personal
I
problem.
didn't gamble all the money away. I tried to. I put it in an investment. I invested it into a really nice slot machine, and the investment didn't come out the way I really wanted it to. But I'm going to be working on that, guys. If y'all can get the
Jimmy and Jay was
get the podcast accountant to send me some more money, I really appreciate that. Johnny Lee, I need you to post so we can get more money.
I'm always posting, brother.
Andy, we're going to put you on a
I need
conservatorship.
I need y'all to make more money so I can do all these trips and stuff.
Man.
Well, appreciate it. Sell more T-shirts, James.
And the money's not going to you, that's for sure.
And Sean Jahns, I'm gonna need that airline ticket that you got. You just donate that to the podcast.
Yeah.
Sean Jahns.
No.
Okay. You're never gonna use it, Sean. Come on. You don't go outside of New Circle Road.
Ooh. It's for Andrew.
I've already got plans what I'm doing with it. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Andy. King Dogbot has something to say to you. He said, this is for you. A bunch of hot dog wiggling emojis.
Who has something to say to me?
A Twitch streamer. A Twitch guy.
A bunch of wiggling sausages. They dropped them in the chat for you for being a Peckerwood.
Yeah.
And he said
yeah.
they were there, Andy.
Ain't nothing like a good sausage.
You would know.
I've actually met like 3 or 4 people that recognize me out here. No
Well,
shit.
I got the scoop and you don't. And that's John Gilbert has started his own company in Texas.
The guy that I sent you, Johnny, the picture with the mask on.
Yeah.
He stopped me and said, "You're that podcast guy. You and your co-host have that clip where he was punching your face." Yeah,
Nice.
I said that was acting.
That was not acting. I watched your nose get clipped.
He was like, I love it when you
acting, Johnny.
It was not acting if you said that I gave you a concussion. Come on.
He was like, I loved it when you guys ruined wrestling forever.
We have.
We did ruin it.
We don't know how WrestleMania's here.
Oh man, what about that WrestleMania guys yesterday? What about that?
That's fire.
Day one. What do y'all think about Jey Uso winning?
I hated it. Because it happened in 5 seconds. He tapped out.
No, it didn't happen in 5
He
seconds.
tapped in 5 seconds as soon as the move was put on. We were watching it. He tapped 5 seconds in.
I didn't know Jey Uso was such a submissionist expert.
Nah.
What y'all think about? So did Paul Heyman turn heel or face last night?
Heel.
He turned heel. He turned on Roman, who's a babyface, and he turned on Punk, who's also a babyface.
Roman's not a babyface.
Yes, Roman is. Roman's been a babyface.
No.
Yes, he's been a babyface since last year after he lost the title.
He's been acting like a bad guy though the whole time.
Yeah, but that's kind of like the tweener does.
I know he hasn't changed the way he acts, so I don't think he even went.
You call it like an anti-hero.
He's more like an anti-hero face.
Sort of like what Stone Cold was doing back in 96, 97.
Oh, I don't know if he should worry about who should Seth worry about more, CM Punk or Roman Reigns.
I'm thinking Roman.
Roman.
Roman, when he hit, when Paul hit Roman with that low blow, he held on to that one a little longer. I got a little uncomfortable seeing it.
My favorite was when Jacob Fatu won the United States Championship. That was
Mine too.
Yes, sir.
Did you see your ex Jay Cargill's nipples, areolas poking out?
Oh yeah, I've seen those 100 times.
I mean, her boyfriend probably watched. Her husband.
Well, yeah, she DMs me a lot though. She likes to show those. His little silver dollars off.
Yeah, okay.
Was it
silver
you that-
dollar? You ain't lying.
Was it you that chose her outfit for last night?
Yeah, I did help her pick that out. I'm having my match with Randy Orton tonight.
I know that you are because
We called it. We knew it.
the silhouette looked just like you.
I might not be able to be in the match because I did kind of twist my ankle last night, dancing all night long.
Is that what they call it now?
You had one job, Andy. Get inside the ring and whoop Randy Orton's ass. One job.
Is that Joe Biden? Is that Joe Biden?
Oh my God, he saw it. He's seeing Joe Biden. Oh, beady-eyed Joe.
Hey guys, I'm gonna let y'all get off here. I'm gonna eat with my family and
All right,
thank you
brother.
guys for holding it down. Have the accountant send me some money out here, Johnny.
We're putting you on a limited
Fine. We're gonna mail it to ourselves.
Appreciate you, Johnny. Johnny, if you can hold off getting paid for a couple more weeks.
We get
I'm
paid.
out here spending all the money.
Hold up, hold
Johnny,
up.
you know you get paid.
So
We
that's
get paid?
our fault that you're spending
You're
all
lying to
the money?
You're lying to all the podcasts.
We get paid. Really?
It's our fault that you're spending all the podcast money?
What's up, Ashley Maggart?
This is an investment. I'm out here doing podcast journalism now.
Blowing our money is what you're doing.
Andy's no longer
Doing
in charge of
podcast
investments.
journalism. I'm doing podcast journalism and investing in nice slot machines out here.
Business is going
Maybe
That's not the only slot he's invested in.
Woo! Wow.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay.
Jack Cargill likes that.
Yeah, he's not sticking to the slots.
That does sound like fun.
I mean, it's legal out there.
That's right. It is.
Track us
All right,
down
guys, you guys have
a cosplay hooker, please.
Yes, please.
a.
Send her our way. We'll interview her.
There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them. I'm telling you.
Send them our way. We'll
Stuff
interview.
a midget one. Stuff a little one in your luggage.
Yes.
Guys,
Sean wants a Hornswoggle cosplay.
WrestleMania is in New Orleans next year. I really want you guys to start saving your money. We're all going next year.
Yeah.
All right, hell yeah.
Don't start saving your money.
I doubt it, but
You can drive to New Orleans.
Shit, yeah. That'd be a
Yeah, no shit.
SummerSlam at least.
SummerSlam is 2
All right, guys.
nights.
See y'all later.
All
See you
right,
later.
Thank y'all.
peace out, man.
Dickhead.
Bye.
Bye. And that's the guy that spends all the money.
No
and then
wonder
tries
we're
to-
so close to losing the studio. He's spending all the damn money. What the
I was
hell?
wondering.
He said he got recognized. I bet the first thing out of dude's mouth was, "Where's Johnny?"
Exactly. Because I'm the only one that wears the shiny. What about him? He don't wear no shiny.
He's like, "Oh, I don't want your
You're
autograph."
here every day.
What
Where's
about Johnny
Andy
D?
at?
Exactly. Jeremy said he's sticking with the sluts, not slots. Oh. Jeremy, come on, brother.
He said the inside part outside.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
But listen. He better bring us our damn hooker because I don't know what about y'all, but if I don't see no hooker in cosplay, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. I mean, if that's our investment,
She don't have to be in
He
costume.
says they're everywhere. He's just assuming that they're hookers because they're dressed up.
I guarantee it.
He's gonna say so. How much?
Hey, go-
The next thing you
Yeah.
know, he's getting his ass.
I bet the first girl they took.
Eye.
I bet that first photo they took of that BBL. He walked up to her and he says, "So,
Take a picture. of
how
your
much
ass.
to get a handful of that BBL?" And they got slapped.
If I grab it with both hands,
Yes.
what would be a reasonable dollar amount?
I mean,
if she's into it.
she did say she was trying to grab it with two hands like she's about to pray for it. So I mean,
Exactly.
Blade some professionalism, sir.
Yes, we got to be professional. I mean, when the hell have
Says
we
the
been
guys
being
just
professional?
talking about.
Yeah, nobody has been talking about this match enough.
I can't wait for it.
I'm telling you,
And,
there will be
Damian,
blood.
I'm sorry. I don't.
they're both gonna bleed.
Jeremy said, "Well, Johnny Lee, it's better be pissed on than pissed off."
But you'd be both, Johnny, if I pissed on you.
Depends on who she is.
That's right.
he's done. So.
Wait, I think he got that.
Yeah, he got it wrong. He got it twisted backwards. It's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
Depends
You'd
on
be
who
both
she
if I
is.
pissed on you.
He says better be pissed off.
Jeremy
Pissed
said
off.
both works for
We still
him.
got two hours till the show starts.
That's what she said.
Hey, it'll start, Chris.
When it starts, it starts.
It literally works for everything.
It does. Hey, usually I get paid extra to get choked, but Jane choked me for free.
That's right.
That's exactly
Johnny,
what she
Johnny
said.
got the premium content for free.
That's what she said.
That's right.
He got the exclusive kind too.
That's right.
She said. Okay, I need to stop.
That's what she said.
Oh, zinger! This match gonna be fire though.
No.
It
Both
is-
men.
No, they're gonna burn it down. They're gonna fucking bring it.
They always do.
Everybody has slept on this match, and they've slept on Damian Priest. Like I know, I mean, even I joke and call him bisexual Undertaker. That's all just funsies. He's great in the ring.
Yes.
Kirsten
Exactly.
I like him.
Told
since,
me
NXT. He's been a fucking.
she don't
he's been a
take
fucking
anything you
star.
say to me personal, Jane.
Okay.
So she appreciates the apology,
Good.
but it was
Sean
unnecessary.
Has, Sean has a girlfriend, and
I
yeah, and I like to give Sean hell, but I
That's
told him I was
right.
like, man, I was like, please let her know that I've not actually ever seen your pecker. We just joke about it. It's just like
Peckerwood.
You
it's
haven't?
just-
Oh,
it's
no,
just,
you haven't. You
I
haven't.
mean, you haven't. It's just a little bit of podcast lore.
Look at this son of a bitch.
I haven't showed it to anybody here.
He just won that tonight.
He took a Slammy.
Yeah, no, he won that tonight on his Slammy award.
Except Johnny.
They're giving away Slammies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that tonight was Slammies.
Polishing his Slammy award. That sounds dirty.
Only dad page. Yes, Jeremy. If all the single moms could, would they go in like my Only Dad's page because you get premium content of me.
That's right. Woo. I think I'm the only podcast member that doesn't have an OnlyFans. I'm fine with that.
I mean,
It'd be fire.
I don't have
I
one.
think I'm gonna start
Anymore.
I think I'm gonna start my Southern.
God, no!
Not OnlyFans. Yeah.
I don't remember you having that because of
Chris, Johnny, no! We don't. Nobody here has an OnlyFans.
Allegedly.
No, allegedly. You don't have one.
There are brown eyes.
Shut up.
Oh, God.
You don't have one. Joe don't have one.
Andy has one, damn it.
Well, Andy's not here, so he don't count. Dickhead.
His is the one eye on the brown guy, though.
One eye on a brown guy. Well, that worries me.
This guy's going to have an OnlyFans soon, too.
Is that match presented by Doom, The Dark Ages? You can pre-order it now.
Hey, I like that game.
Oh, the old video game Doom. Okay.
I remember Doom back in the day.
And it's even better now because with the bad.
But I like the movie. It had The Rock in it. He was the greatest actor.
You know what I like better than Doom?
What?
The original Doom game? Wolfenstein.
Yes.
Killing some Nazis.
Have you played the newest one? Not the Bloodline one, but
3D?
Wolfenstein 3D and the Fallen Order one.
My brother used to babysit me, and we'd play the shit out of that, and I'd be like, yeah, kill Hitler. It's great. Good time.
Hey, there's a theory, though. The guy from Wolfenstein
I am
is the ancestor of the guy from Doom. That's why he's so
That makes
angry.
sense.
I've decided to strip Jane of the Nice Guy Indie Podcast women's title, and I'm hereby placing the title on myself.
You gotta fight me for it, Sean.
Yeah, she's gonna whoop your ass.
There's a match right now.
Hey, guess what? There's
I'm
a
not
referee right
down.
there.
You want to do a hallway match post
I'm not gonna have
WrestleMania?
scarier women than you just to get to her fight. Don't even start.
There's a referee inside this.
Did you say you slept with scarier women than me?
I said
We did see the hood of his car.
Oh my god. He does have a cooler story this time.
You slap on a wig, you shave your legs, and we can go right out there in that hallway.
I'm all French, man.
And I will
don't need to
grab
shave my
you
legs.
by the beautiful head of hair of yours, and I will smear your face plumb down that hallway.
I'm just saying we got a referee inside the room.
I have, but
He's
I didn't
officially
bring my
ordained.
shirt. Damn it!
We weren't talking about you. You can't ref and fight at the same time, dumbass. He's like, yeah, I'll be the ref for my own match.
Did it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do it.
That's right.
I want a good. If we're gonna have a ref, we want to have a good ref.
Yeah, because he's better.
Ouch! You still mad about?
To be honest, you want my opinion on that? I felt like, no disrespect to Sean, but I felt like Andy should have took me and should have let me ref the Andy Johnny match.
That's true. You were officially ordained.
Wait, do they call it ordained
then-
for refs?
But then, Sean is already a referee too.
Like a
Johnny
priest?
does.
Is that wait?
An
I'm
ordained ref
being
means
No, don't you mean
got his
trained?
license. Yeah,
That part is I wasn't trained.
but you got some
How was I
training.
so good in that match, not knowing what the hell I'm doing?
I have no idea.
I was thinking it was like a godly element there first. When he said ordained, I was like, wait, did they ordain refs?
I'm
Hey,
officially making it
Girl,
ordained.
look at the
refs.
WrestleMania 2000 hoodie. Jersey.
I hate that fucking
Man.
WrestleMania 2000.
You know,
Fuck you.
You know
The
she's
game
got-
It's a great
awesome.
logo.
You know she's got
Like-
her own
That
ring
game was
at
better than
at her
Mercy.
house.
Yeah.
Liv
On
What?
her ranch. Yeah.
Man,
What?
Liv Morgan has a
WrestleMania
ranch.
2000 was better than No Mercy.
No.
You didn't know that?
No Mercy was
She
the
had a ranch
greatest.
with animals
No.
on it?
No, I
Yes.
didn't know that.
What?
You're just saying that because it had Dudleys.
I love Liv.
Probably a Spike too.
Did you see where Rhea slapped her husband across the chest after he had a fresh sunburn? Did you see that?
No. No,
That was
not.
great.
It was nasty.
Joe's like, I saw it. I watched it several
Buddy
times
was
back to
right.
back.
You ought to hurt, buddy. He's like,
that son of a bitch on a loop.
Now, we can have the match with us and Jane. I'll whip Jane's ass in the hallway.
Sean, are you going to try to be the first challenger for my women's belt? I don't feel like this is sanctioned.
if Sean gets
I'll
injured,
tuck it.
if Sean gets injured, that ain't on me.
Me too. No.
Damn.
Shit.
Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready, brother.
That's right, because there's a referee already inside the room.
We already talked about the lore about me being born and the fact that I had to. My
dad had to pay
my
for
dad
it.
got a letter in the mail after I was born in 1986. By the way, since my age has been up for debate lately, we got a letter in the mail that he was getting charged for a circumcision, and he tells me this like last year when I'm 38, and I'm like, Dad, I have questions. Is there anything that you're not telling me? Because I've always kind of felt like, you know, maybe I had like a phantom pecker. You know what I mean?
I mean,
because of my attitude and, you know, I'm into like guy stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And it's probably huge. Like if it was, I'm just saying that if it was, it'd be massive. So maybe they just took all of it, you know?
Broke the table.
He already had a son. Why have another one? You know what I mean?
He said, "This little ass."
That's right.
I gotta have a girl.
Yeah.
So Doc,
so you want to
when
know?
you do the
So we're just
circumcision-
putting that out there, and it'll be like start the Lady Gaga rumors. Remember when she came out and everybody's like, "Do you ever back her?"
Yeah, they kept on doing that.
You want to know my opinion on the women's last guy indie title?
Oh,
It's
well,
there
let's
in
hear it.
spirit. Let's hear it.
So, no disrespect to you because you're the GOAT, obviously. No disrespect,
Damn, dude, we're fucking.
But anyways, so you know how Andy has the actual podcast belt on an actual wrestler? I think he should put a women's belt on an actual female.
I am an actual female wrestler.
Really?
She's about
Yes.
to whoop your ass next, man.
Oh my God.
I just haven't wrestled in like 20 years.
Sean and Chris Blade.
Damn.
Our referee's
Chris.
about to be down.
Golly.
Why is it the referees that want to get their asses beat?
No, but I get what you're saying. No, I think we should eventually put it on somebody, but they will have to do it over my dead body.
Yeah, facts.
I have to pry this belt from her cold dead tits.
From my cold dead hands. Just because I'm the champion of running my mouth right now doesn't mean that I will not get into the ring and absolutely show
Mollywop.
somebody what's up. I will mop the floor with you.
She can
He
too.
thinks it's funny.
Sean, you think this is funny? Bitch, I will rip your weave out.
Oh!
Oh my God.
I will
Don't
spank
threaten
you.
me with a good
I
time.
will spank you.
I mean, that is a good time.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
And we get canceled.
I can vouch. She chokes good.
What the fuck, Johnny?
What?
She was giving you a hug for support, what I saw in the video.
I was hugging you.
It was the
not
greatest.
I was not choking you on the ropes. He's like, it was the best day ever.
It was the
I
best.
loved it.
Jamie,
It's the
if you
best,
ever
greatest
do
one.
Defend your belt. You should get me to be the referee.
What do you mean if I ever do?
So it's fair.
You guys have little to no faith in me, and this is disappointing.
So-
I have faith in you.
So it's fair, you know.
King Dogbot said, sign me up.
Hell yeah. Hey, me and Joe's got faith in her.
Thank you.
Shit. I got your back.
Oh, I thought you was getting ready to be like, shit. No, I don't. The hell I do.
It's always the referees. Knows that, Jane? The two referees that
But
doubt
Jane
you.
hands me the
you know.
title. That's the same as me pinning her 1, 2, 3.
Little. No, the fuck. It is not.
It is not.
I would have every belt in here.
That's our truth style.
They call me Janesy Five Belts.
Hey, Marty has 2 belts right now.
Your probation officer, Josie, told me that
Calamity Jr.
Calamity Jr. told me that you stripped of the title while you're on probation.
That didn't never happen. All right, bitch. We'll have a match. It's fine.
What about her being an actual judge that time? I saw the
That
videos.
was so funny.
Shouldn't
Yeah.
have blown
She
up the
arrested her.
lab.
We went to, for those of you that may not be aware of this, because I did just post it for like friends. I took Josie to the Lexington Children's Museum, and they have a little fake courtroom set up, and they have little folders with like evidence and stuff and pictures, and she puts on the robe. She puts on the judge's robe, and I told her like how to hold the gavel. She kept wanting to call the hammer, and I was like, yeah, you gotta do this. You gotta call court in session. And then I started recording it, and then it all went downhill fast. And she was like, I want you to go sit over there. And I was like, cool. I was like, you want me to be in the jury? She was like, no, you're the bad guy. And I was like, oh shit, this is not gonna go good. And so I was like, you want me to stand there? I was like, I'm the defendant. And she was like, yep, whatever that means. And I was like, oh shit. And so she starts talking, and she's like, she's 7, by the way. First thing out of her mouth is, so you're here because you blew up a lab.
Oh.
And I was like,
shouldn't have done that.
Genius.
I'm sorry.
Oh, now
What?
we're in Kentucky.
And she was
blew
like,
up
yeah,
a lab.
dude. And I was like, where has she heard this? Why is she saying this? Because I'm like, where is this coming from? Then she brings me the evidence. Some of the evidence that they had, for kids, mind you, was evidence, and then it was like beakers and glass scienceware. And that was one of the evidences, some of the evidence that they had. And she immediately presents it to me, and she's like, yeah.
Guilty as charged.
And I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to jail for a long time.
Forensics.
Prison. And then she was like, I started to say something. She was like, stop talking over me, or I will have someone come and get you. And I was like, oh, my God. She's going to be a judge.
Judge Josie on.
Yeah.
She
And that's
has
how I did my
bodyguards.
and I did my
That's a good
sin.
name for me,
Judge Josie. That's what I called it. Yeah. I'm scared. I'm feared
Look
for my
at
life.
that.
But she has told me that she wants to wrestle, but she wants to be a heel.
They got themselves some championships.
All right, so potential opponents other than Sean pretending that he has titties. Who would be?
Lexi Green.
We talked
about
about this
that.
yesterday.
Green.
Ari Alexander.
Yeah, Ari Alexander would be good. Lexi
Great.
Littlefoot.
Miss Larkin.
Yeah.
Miss Larkin, man.
Alexis Littlefoot.
Yep.
Holly
Also think about
Hood.
Bashing Bones.
What is her name?
Holly Hood, Haley J.
I'm not
Amazing
worthy.
Maria.
Or Amazing Maria, yes.
Amazing who? Maria?
Amazing Maria.
God, oh, my God.
Mickey
Just
Duffy.
remember,
That would be an honor. I would
mean-
cry. I don't think I could fight her because then I'd cry. I'd be
I
just
mean,
so
she
honored.
is wanting to have that championship. That could be a potential match.
Big Al, Alice Crawley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alice
Big
Crowley.
Mama.
Big Mama.
Big Mama.
Oh, man. That'd be a hell of a match, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would
Dahlia
be.
Black.
Man, Black Dahlia. Yeah. The Black Dahlia.
Black Dahlia.
Love
That's
shit out
right.
of her.
It's a lot of potentials.
Santina.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
She means Shantina.
Hey,
Kinsey Page.
Santina Marilla's
Freya.
sister.
Allie
is great.
Albright. Oh,
Freya.
Freya? God, man.
Allie Albright would be good too.
Sarah Bubbles.
Billy Starks.
Oh, God, man. That's. Yeah, you guys are talking like people
How
that
do you
are.
think you'd fare against a lucha like Dayami Ho?
Oh, man. That'd be great.
That's right.
Well, I'd have to mop the floor with her and yank some
you
of
got
that.
to
Yeah.
represent for the podcast. You can't be
Yeah.
losing. Come on now.
No, hell no.
Exactly.
Losing to nobody.
Cat fight.
What
So,
about
that's-
Paige?
Paige Jones.
Yeah.
Paige. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Ooh.
She
Who's
also is into Supernatural.
A little bit
Just
of
so you know.
fantasy booking. ODB.
Oh, my God. She's one of my greatest influences. I love ODB. She doesn't
Oh,
get
dirty
talked about
bitch.
as much as she should.
Yeah.
Jessica Crescent.
I'd give my left tit to just be in the same room with her.
Hell yeah.
I'd give the other one to talk to her. Like she's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I don't think she gets enough credit either.
No.
She don't.
Who's the hottie with the cane outfit on? Like who is that,
That is,
dude? Like go back.
That's a new variant.
Oh, silver fox looking thing.
That
You
was
got him
that
a
was
silver
Superman.
jumpsuit on. Hey baby.
Look at Paul Heyman. He's like, God, forgive me for what I'm about to
Now
do
that
to Roman.
segment right there where Punk hits the go to sleep, Roman hits the spear, and then Seth hits the stomp, and one like
yeah, that was great.
And this is great too, 'cause I knew that this was going to happen because he was up close to him.
The timing was great. the pacing was really good for that match. They really did. They told a story.
And yet people were shitting on it just because of that.
And the relief. Look at Roman's. He's like he's hurting, but he's relieved.
But here comes the
And
old
he's like,
swerve.
Thank you. He's like, man, I knew I could believe in you.
And look at Paul. He's
Sorry,
like, here,
I
my
made you
tribal
doubt
chief,
me.
take it.
My tribal chief.
And after he lets him do that, here we go. Now he's like, hey, tribal chief, hey, there's Seth Rollins. Let's instead of attacking Punk, let's go and attack Seth. Now, Daddy,
I like his shoes,
now you're in front of me.
His
Low blow.
Jordans are nice. Yes.
That's exactly what he did. He let him sit there, and then that was good too. He didn't just hit him once. The fact that he hit him multiple times, like wear him down. Yeah. All right.
Ever since Triple H has took over WWE, the storytelling and the creative part has been so much.
Yeah, it has.
Well, I mean, Vince lost all of his guys. You know, he lost Pat Patterson. You know, he lost Jerry Briscoe. He lost everybody who he was getting his ideas off of.
Yep.
So, I mean, when it's on Vince to finally do all them ideas, that's when we got shit wrestling for them.
Yep.
You know, from 2020 to 2023 or whatever.
And for Triple H, he's got a whole team of guys that have good ideas that he's willing to
I think
listen
what it was Heyman hit him instead of pulling his arm out.
You just can't let that go, can you?
Dude, you can't miss it when he hits the low blow. It's like he's jerking him off.
Johnny.
Focus right on that, don't you?
What I was
Shut up.
What I was saying about the Vince McMahon and Triple H thing, how it's been so much better since Paul's took over. The reason I say that because some of the matches and stuff that Vince McMahon, the storylines, some was dumb and didn't make sense.
It's
Towards
because
the end of his tenure, I'm going to say he lost his damn mind.
Yeah,
it's because Vince McMahon had a bunch of yes men who wouldn't tell him when his ideas were stupid. They just went along with anything that he wanted until the very
wants
end.
you to tell him his ideas were
Same thing with Kevin Dunn. No one had the balls to tell him, hey, I'm tired of you doing 50 million camera cuts in the same shot. Until Triple H said, he ain't cutting my time. Where's that? Come out here so Stone Cold Stunner can stun you.
Those fucking quick 100 fucking camera shots, fucking quick fucking shots, gave me a damn headache, man. I couldn't watch that shit.
He was the ultimate Vince McMahon yes man.
But Triple H is smart because he knew if he married Vince's daughter that
No.
That's got nothing to do with it.
that he would have the company in the palm of his hand.
But that was
that
not
had nothing
what.
to do with it.
That's not what did that.
I mean, it didn't help. I mean, it didn't hurt, but it wasn't his ultimate plan.
Yeah, Triple H never thought that he'd end up in the position that he is now. When he married her,
He did.
it was because he
But
fell in
you know
love.
what? At that time, it was all going to Shane.
Yep. And then Vince McMahon started not liking Shane McMahon, and you saw Shane McMahon get out from the
That's why
company.
he would say, I've got my daughter, my $1 billion princess, and a son.
Yeah,
I don't think he's ever liked Shane.
me either.
No.
Well, when Shane left WWE in 09, or what was it, when he left the first time,
Yeah,
It was-
0809.
rumored that because he said, so look, I know I said the company would be yours in the unevent of my either retirement or death, but I think I'm going to go to Hunter.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work that way.
It proved smart for Triple H to take over though, because he's a genius.
When we saw what he did when NXT went from the game show to actually they were doing a lot better than Raw and SmackDown.
But I thought Sean is the creative of NXT though.
He
Now.
is for now.
Okay.
In the
But-
beginning, it was Triple H.
Okay, got it.
And also Triple H
And then-
helps out too.
And then
My bad, Sean. I did not know that.
in the beginning, Triple H had NXT.
Gotcha.
Then NXT started blowing up. Vince took it back over. That's when you got NXT 2.0.
Yes,
And then
and
when NXT started sucking.
and that was a bad time too, because remember, Triple H had that heart condition, a heart attack.
Yeah.
Chris.
Could this be a teaser that she's Lyra's partner?
It's just.
It could be, Sean. You can't write it off
I'll
because she
write
is
it.
there.
And they're talking about her, so I mean.
Came in there with
Remember
a
the
book.
Christmas outfit from last year?
I do.
That actually wasn't Christmas. That was her pages from her book
Really?
designed on her gear.
I know, but
She likes to talk about her
White.
sexcapades
It was funny because
with
I
him
said
inside
she
book
looked like
too.
She comes straight out of the North Pole wearing that.
Hey,
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan in his book, he talked about the first time him and Bree tried to have sex.
Yeah.
Got cockblocked by Ted DiBiase and Sheamus.
Yeah.
I'm like, God! I read that in the book. I just grabbed the book and just, what the fuck?
You know, and Johnny, you know how I told you yesterday that Trish Stratus was my first ever childhood crush, and I will say, back when Stephanie was younger, Stephanie was good looking back when
That
she was younger.
she's still good looking. What the heck you talking about? She was my first crush. Before she ever became a heel, I was thinking that she was hot as the
Who, Stephanie or
cookie cutter
Trish?
baby face. Then she became a heel, and that solidified it for me.
Trish was my first crush in the
Who you
Attitude Era.
You talking about Stephanie?
Yep, Stephanie
Oh my
Man.
God. She's still my crush.
Mine too.
What about,
I think she ages like wine.
what about me?
Fine
Trish
wine.
Stratus at Comic Con. She's the whole reason.
Dude,
she's
she's
the whole
great.
reason why I win.
Trish and Lita also age like fine wine because they still
Yeah,
look
we
good.
know you met her and she gave you some great advice. But you didn't have to try to stick your hand down her pants.
I didn't.
That's why she gave you the
Well, we were
satisfaction.
told.
Hey, we saw her give you satisfaction. Okay, Chris, we know that was you underneath that mask. She gave you satisfaction, and then she told you, "Don't put your hand down my pants again." After you tried to say, I'm sorry, it wasn't me."
Oh well, it is what it is, and it was what it was. Oh well.
Stop.
Aha,
I
no
would-
deniement.
Something that I really like about I love about Trish Stratus is that she kind of came in as a bit of a joke character,
Yeah,
and then she proved herself over and over again. Her in-ring prowess, she just got better and better and better, and knocked it out of the park.
that's right. Because remember, she came in with TNA, which
Yeah.
was an anagram for tits and ass.
Yep,
And she proved that she was
Talent
more
and
than that.
ability.
she was more than a punchline. Which, you know, when you have a pretty,
Tristan Albert,
when
talent
you-
and ability.
when you
Tits
have
and ass.
when you have a nice looking woman, because sometimes it's hard to be taken seriously for your
Yep.
abilities versus how you look.
When she first came in, she didn't know her wrist lock from a wristwatch.
Exactly. Jackie Redmond's grown on me too.
I love Jackie Redmond.
She's a hockey analyst when she's not working for WWE.
Really?
Heck yeah.
That's cool.
That shows that she's got
Canadian,
talent.
so-
Just like Joe Tessitore.
Just a,
I thought you called him Chode for a minute.
I mean,
It's
if
like
anyone's a
Johnny.
chode, it might be Joe Tessitore.
Chode? Chode.
There's only room for one Joe, and that's our Joe.
Oh, we
Fight
got some-
about other
we got
Joes.
some comments lighting up.
Hell yeah.
Batman X said, "Who is that beautiful girl sitting in
This
the glasses?"
It's Calamity
That
Jane.
is Johnny, Superfly Johnny Lee. Also,
Remember,
Joe has on glasses.
he didn't specify which woman.
And he said John Cena will win. Text green game over.
Oh, that's probably an emoji,
An emoji that didn't come through.
doesn't have anything.
Yeah. I
John
think
Cena will win.
but thank you, Batman X. Appreciate you.
That's right. She's the most beautiful woman on the Nice Game
you're not
podcast.
Batman. I'm Batman.
I'll take my glasses off just for
This guy.
I love him.
That's for free too.
He's going to defeat none other than AJ
you.
Stiz.
Just showing off my beautiful eyes.
She
Just,
does have some beautiful
All
eyes.
two of them.
See, check it out.
That's right. See, yeah, see, that's great.
So it's
That's
just-
beautiful eyes.
Just for you, Batman.
All right,
See, there's the reason why she wears sunglasses.
Start to hypnotize
Hey, just
people.
put them on. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. My eyes aren't actually. I can cross it the other way too. Like
Jeremy Barrett said, "Damn,
Watch
Jane, that beautiful face."
Watch this. Go.
AJ Styles said he won't ever go into the TNA Hall of Fame because he feels it's
crazy.
disrespectful to WWE.
AJ Styles said that.
AJ,
Wait, say that over.
AJ Styles won't go into the TNA Hall of Fame because he feels it's disrespectful to WWE.
I can see it.
I think that's disrespectful to everything he did in TNA.
Yeah, to an extent.
Exactly.
I think he's still mad at TNA over how they
Why
tried
can't
to
you
screw
do?
him.
Why can't you do both?
Yeah,
exactly.
There's nothing
Exactly.
that says that he can't do both.
Exactly.
Right.
He's just making up his own shit. He's just trying to get in the
Exactly.
Hall of Fame faster.
yeah, don't forget
He
AJ.
doesn't need to kiss WWE's ass to be acknowledged for what he did. in
Well,
TNA.
No.
I've noticed this about AJ. Whatever company he works for, other thing he's ever done sucks.
AJ Styles, remember where you came from? You had short hair, and you was I am.
Not a lot of people know. I know everybody here does, but he was in WCW for probably about
a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Not even half a cup of coffee towards the very end.
Yeah.
But
It was
I
damn good
literally
coffee.
saw him on NWA Wildside, syndicated in Texas, when I was living there with my dad back in 2001. Happened to watch that one Sunday night. And NWA Wildside at the time was a kind of like an OVW style thing for WCW. So I would see those guys on there. Him and Air Paris had a hell of a feud in NWA Wildside. Then they bring them in as a tag team.
Air Styles.
I would hope. My hope for this match, like I know that this is also going to be one of those sleeper matches that people just aren't really talking about enough, and they should. As much as people hate Logan Paul, like the person, you, and I say this probably every show that we do, you have to acknowledge that he's a natural. He's like a duck to water when it comes to wrestling. The persona, the charisma, the in-ring work, the guy is outstanding. He sells. And this match is going to be incredible. I think it's going to be a masterpiece. The only way that they could top it is if they did something that was even cooler than when Ricochet, I know that's kind of a bad word right now.
Yeah.
Not in my opinion, but I actually like what he's doing in AEW. It might make me the minority, but the lockup that they did where they both jumped from the side ropes and then locked up when it was Ricochet and Logan Paul.
Yeah, when they
I hope they do something. I hope they have a viral moment in this match
that's what they should
that exceeds that.
All you gotta do is jump from the ropes and hit each other with the big old clothesline.
I will say the same thing about Logan Paul that I said about The Miz. The definition of a wrestling superstar.
Yes.
Bar none.
Yeah.
Like, you define a wrestler. Define what a superstar is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And Logan Paul checks every single goddamn box.
Yes,
whether
he does.
you like him, whether you're a fan of him inside the ring, whether you hate him outside the ring like I do, don't give a fuck. He is a top superstar
Look at the
right
guy.
off the bat.
Look at the guy. And who's to say that I feel like eventually Jake Paul's probably going to get tired with boxing and he's going to come to WWE.
I see it.
And inevitable. And then they're going to be the Paul brothers and everybody's going to hate them.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to be this heel super tag team heel.
Yep.
It's going to be amazing.
Exactly.
I look forward to it. Also, when we were at Walmart the other day, Josie picked up, I guess it's like the soaps or deodorants or whatever that have Jake Paul on them. And she was like, look, Mom, it's Logan Paul. And I was like, no, that's his brother Jake.
Yeah, the W body wash, whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it is.
And I was like, you put that back now.
Because he's not
Sanitize
Logan.
your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't touch it. It might smell like crime.
So
Yeah.
Jane and Johnny, we're talking about WrestleMania, but there's something that we forgot to bring up that was a big thing that we touched on last night.
What's
what is
that?
it?
Worlds collide, and WWE.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
And WWE has now, Sean broke the news that they have bought AAA.
Yep. We've mentioned it on the podcast.
We did mention that. And then also somebody mentioned, too, that maybe it was a little bit of a...
Crossover.
that it was a bit of a spoiler that The Rock was pictured, and he's done some social media recently where he's had on the New Japan Pro Wrestling. Do you think that is a possible?
Oh,
I think that's a very possible.
I think it's very possible. I just don't feel like that's a random thing with as big as he is. I feel like everything he does is orchestrated.
yes.
Exactly.
I'm not excited about that.
I'm not as excited about that one. But maybe it's just like monetary. If it's just monetary support and they're like, you guys your team keep doing what you're doing, but we have you, I would be
That's
fine
what
with
they're doing
that.
for Marigold.
I don't trust anything Dwayne Johnson does.
Man,
I do not trust him as a person outside the ring.
I
Here's
think
why.
he's a Hollywood puppet.
It goes beyond that.
Yeah.
Here's why I trust it though, because Marigold, they are owned by WWE, but they're still doing their thing as a separate entity, and they're being funded by WWE.
Okay, hold on. Can I get into some conspiracies real quick? Because he
Yes.
asked
Do
why
it.
I don't trust
Do it,
Dwayne
brother.
Johnson.
Do it.
Let's talk about it.
We love
I
conspiracies.
personally think Dwayne Johnson was involved in those fires in Hawaii.
What? Spill. Okay.
We need the
I
download.
want to hear.
Okay,
I gotta
so-
have context. I gotta
Okay,
have
so
sources. Let him
let's
go.
start from the beginning. Okay, we all knew that The Rock grew up in Hawaii.
Yes.
Okay, and things happened. The family had to move.
Yeah.
Now, if anybody who watched The Young Rock or anybody who watched The Rock talk about it,
Yeah.
he was exiled from Hawaii. That's the way he puts it. His family was exiled because his family couldn't afford to pay the rent and had to move. They were exiled. Now that seems to me like you're holding a grudge. Young Rock was what? Came out 3-4 years ago?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're still saying you're exiled. You're still holding on to a grudge about that.
You had a good point.
Feel it.
Now, you want to get into some conspiracies about the wildfires.
Yeah.
Nothing blue caught fire.
Holy shit. You're right.
Now, there's videos out there showing these lasers. It's got a yellow piece of paper, a red piece of paper, and a blue piece of paper. It's got this laser. Yellow catches fire, red catches fire, no damage done to the blue.
Holy shit.
And the Rock's logo wrestling is blue.
Well, I'm not worried. I'm just saying nothing blue caught fire,
Gotcha, yeah.
which means it could have been from a laser.
All right.
Now, immediately right after, who comes out on TV? The Rock and Oprah Winfrey, another bitch I don't trust.
Oh, man.
We need your donations. We need your money to help Hawaii. The two richest motherfuckers out there, The Rock and Oprah Winfrey, saying they need our money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Keep going.
I'm thinking they bought that property up. They burnt it, bought it cheap.
Yeah.
And insured the hell out
God
of it.
dang, we just got some. Whew. That
I
gives
mean,
you
you're
something to
not
think
the first
about.
one to think that, so I'm thinking there is some truth to that
Oh
rumor.
my God.
I think that there's some truth, too.
Listen, before I speak, I play a mental game of connect the dots. And when my picture comes complete, that's when I start talking.
So you think that it was just like a grab?
Yes, a
It
big
was a land grab.
A giant
Well, because having land in today's economy is like a
And-
power move.
And what relief, what aid did we give to the people of Hawaii? Here's $600.
That's what they did.
600?
You lost your land, you lost your property. You cannot go. You are no longer allowed back on your property. Here's $600.
Son of a bitch.
So that was like their stipend check,
Yeah.
like what they got.
Yeah, that's what their
I feel
relief fund was.
so uneducated about because like I don't watch a lot of news to like even know.
You know what? I watch the news to tell me what not to believe and
Exactly, same.
True.
what back door do I need to look for?
Yeah.
That's right. Because the news is propaganda. It only talks about the negatives. It never reports on anything that's relevant. It just wants you to keep on hate. But if anything positive happens, they ignore it completely.
So I'm with him.
gosh.
I'm also another big conspiracy guy. I'm big on conspiracy theories. So
Yeah, so are we. Actually, we had an entire podcast dedicated to it called Tinfoil Hats, aka based on wrestling.
Like-
We went on there. I had a tinfoil hat. We spoke conspiracies. TikTok loved it. YouTube hated it.
like there's something about the
A lot.
like there's something about the government that I'm not even gonna try to get into. It's about it has to do with conspiracies, but that's another subject. So
Man,
We already know that they're lizard people. Come
No,
on.
not that.
All right,
And that's
now
a
we
corrupt-
know The Rock was appointed as a member of the High Chief Council,
Yeah.
and if you guys caught,
like legitimately
yes,
in real life,
he is recognized
Yeah.
as a High Chief.
Yep.
And one of the other high chiefs just presented Trump with a Ulafala.
I saw that. People were up in arms, and it happened immediately after Roman Reigns said, "I acknowledge and I am a Trump supporter."
Trump's working together. Is that what you're saying?
Man,
That's what you just said.
Jane, I think that he's on
something going on.
Because you just said that.
I was not in the room. I did not hear any. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
I did not hear any conversations between the two.
Dave
So I
Burns.
cannot say yes to doing this, yes to doing that.
Hey, our boy Dave Burns commented. He said, "Watching from Cedar Hill, Texas. Can't wait to see this on Peacock." That's right, brother.
That's what we're waiting on too. We're just doing a little pre-show, doing a little jib and jabbing.
Here soon we'll end the pre-show up, watch, and we'll go on to the main party.
Hey, let's go around and like everybody name their favorite conspiracy theory that you're eat up with. Mine are classics. I'm a classic girl.
I love it.
But everything about the JFK, everything about it.
Now hold on. Something new I just learned about Lee Harvey Oswald that I did not know previously.
Really?
Yes.
After his military service, he defected to Russia.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. I did not know that about him until just recently.
Well, they also released the full official FBI file.
Yeah, if you want to read all 80,000 fucking pages.
Oh, well, I have Control F for that.
I know that one girl.
My two biggest conspiracy theories: Marilyn Monroe and how she died, because there's so
that's tied with the JFK. Yeah,
she was murdered by the CIA.
No. See, that's just my thing. I don't think it was because she slept with the president. You want to honestly know what?
No, he had a big ass fucking mouth.
No. What I'm saying, you know how I think she died?
How?
So, like I said, I'm huge on conspiracy, and I found out that at the time she had owned thousands and thousands of dollars to Al Capone at one time, who was the biggest. I mean, you owe a mob boss that
the
much
big
money,
cojones.
he's gonna hire someone to put a hit out on you. That's who I think killed her.
Also, I'm going to throw one out there.
No, see, that's what they want you to think.
I think the CIA's J. Edgar Hoover killed her because he was having a
He was involved.
Yep.
He had to have been involved because it's known and it's noted that he had it out for her. He wanted to observe her.
Yep.
Keep an eye on her, and there's a reason for that.
Yep.
And it wasn't and you can't say that, well, it's because he was attracted to Marilyn Monroe, because J. Edgar Hoover was gay.
Exactly.
She was married to Joe
He was a
DiMaggio.
gay man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that
That's what
I think all of that is intertwined. I think Grassy Knoll. I think the Lee Harvey Oswald. I think the Marilyn Monroe. All of that. There was some sort of orchestration.
Yep.
That happened.
I also going to throw out this conspiracy cup. I always felt it. Mark Dave Chapman went through MK Ultra. That's why he killed John Lennon, because John Lennon had a powerful voice, and they didn't want him to talk, so they had to silence him. And the best way to do that is take this random guy and put him through the ringer, because they like to torture him mind way. And through that, they were able to convince him that John Lennon had to die. Goes there, kills him, sits down, and what convenient way than to have him have a book called Catcher in the Rye, because that's the classic way of telling someone, oh yeah, I just read this book and it made me think that John Lennon was stealing my shit. MK Ultra, that's what I've been thinking.
Damn, Johnny.
You want to know my second one?
What was that?
The Neil Armstrong thing, about how supposedly Neil Armstrong was the first man to ever go to the moon. That being said, let me prove my point why I think that that's wrong and he never did. My point is, so back then, he was supposedly the first man to go on the moon, walk on the moon. If that's the case, they did not have the technology back then that they do now.
How does she get up there though?
To this day.
I was
There's
about to go.
There's videos.
Yeah.
Of Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong.
But my
hold on. There's videos of them saying they didn't go to the moon.
Yep. That's true.
With all the technology we got,
But how did we get our stuff up there?
That was about to be my second one, just because for the fact, like the photos that they have, I'm like, it doesn't look real.
What about the
But I've not really looked into it. That's like conspiracy theory is not really my thing, but like I mean, there's definitely some shit. Sean,
I mean, there is proof.
I want to hear from Sean Jahns. What is your favorite? Not necessarily your favorite, like, oh, I love this shit, but what is a conspiracy theory that you can't stop thinking about? Tony Hinchcliffe. Before we go on, Tony Hinchcliffe, checking in with everybody.
Tony.
I will after the show tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. I guess he's going to be on. So I guess I might touch on that. Tony Hinchcliffe. Huh?
Where's Half Shot go? Is he all right?
I have no idea.
He's your friend. Go check on him.
Yeah, check him and see what's up.
I do have one in
But
Bob.
Sean, who is what's your let's
My
talk
number
about
one conspiracy, and this is more recent, so it's probably still, we don't know. I say 9/11 was an inside job.
Man,
Because
we've always
two
thought
of the, it just recently, I just read the other day somewhere that two of the terrorists on the plane were actually, one was FBI, one was CIA operatives. So I'm going to say it's an inside job.
have you ever seen the videos of the buildings?
Yes.
The way that they structurally,
Yeah.
which wouldn't typically happen if somebody just flew a plane into
Right,
it, but
right.
like
Yeah.
the way that the people believe that it could have been a controlled demolition.
Yes.
And if you've seen the controlled demolition videos where it just does it,
It was
there-
controlled
Or it just
demolition.
controls like, just falls like
Now,
Yeah.
there's videos of firefighters saying there's explosions coming from the lobby.
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
Firemen with the dust still on,
Yep.
just barely got out of the building.
And
Being
if
interviewed, going, yeah.
and if you
there's
watch
explosions in the lobby.
and if you watch the videos on the outside of the buildings,
What do you guys know about the passports?
I don't
Now
know.
hold on.
hear it.
The plane hits the building and completely disintegrates, right?
yep.
The plane's made out of fucking metal and fucking steel, right? What's a passport made out of?
Paper.
Now,
Yeah.
guess what? They found passports 2 blocks away with minor burn marks, the names and the pictures still legible.
And it should have been burnt up just like the plane.
What about
Yeah.
What about aliens? Aliens is another big conspiracy.
Hold on.
Aliens
hold
are
on.
real.
Whoa, hold on. I'm gonna go deep. You wanna
Let's
bring
hear
up
it.
Aliens? I'm gonna go
Let's go.
deep.
Go
Let's
deep,
go deep.
brother. That's all we know at the
Us.
Nice Guy Andy podcast.
That's right.
That's all we do.
As humans did not originate from Earth.
Yeah.
We are foreign to this planet, which is why we cannot adjust properly. Is why we are allergic to certain things on this planet.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Are we
You're
we
right.
star children? Are we aliens?
I don't know if we originated from Mars, but we went there and fucked that up. Same, we're fucking up this planet.
Oh my god.
Oh damn, because
We are the meteors that killed the dinosaurs.
we were such assholes.
Now, hold on. 2.
Deep.
Hold on.
Sorry.
I'm just getting started.
Oh.
Guys, we're not stoned. I know it's 420.
Yeah, we're
not
we're
stoned
true.
yet, but we're all really into this. Sorry, I just
Now, to adapt and to be able to live on this planet, we had to interbreed with one of the native species.
Facts.
We chose the monkeys, so we started splicing.
Evolution.
Not evolution,
Yep, not evolution.
experiments.
Okay.
Experimenting. Like we did domesticating wolves to dogs.
yeah.
We did the same thing. We took these humanoids and these monkeys and apes, and we started splicing 80% humanoid, 20% monkey. Okay, that didn't work.
Yeah.
You know, change it up. And when they finally got it right, Jesus Christ.
So
That's
like
deep.
something that I've always
And what
heard.
happened to the perfect being they created? It was too perfect and had to kill it.
They were like, whoa.
Yep.
They were like, whoa.
So are you saying that Jesus was an alien?
I'm saying we all are.
We're
Oh,
all
okay.
Yeah,
like
we all
something,
are.
something I've heard about like DNA. So like I have a negative blood type. Something I've always heard about like negative blood types is that essentially like there's rhesus and non-rhesus Like if you're A positive, you have the rhesus gene, which is associated with like monkeys and apes, chimps, and things in that nature. And if you have the negative, Rh negative, then that means that like you're essentially like from, I don't know, I guess space or like not really, yeah, like you're one of the like you have the originative DNA or whatever. It's crazy.
I've never heard that. I'm going to have to look into that one.
Oh my God! No, that's like a whole thing.
like
Talking
that.
about like star children, like
Those were my two, but you want to know my number one?
What's that?
Thing that I've been studying on about conspiracy? The Illuminati.
Yeah,
Well,
we know about them.
Okay, the Illuminati used to be something. I believe it broke off. There's several
I think it still
branches.
exists.
The Illuminati in itself still exists, but it's not what it used to be. Because you
Yeah.
also got the Build-A-Brand Association, and you also got the
Freemasonry.
the something Grove.
Well, I think that there's a
oh shit,
Bohemian Grove.
yeah.
So this is my thing with the Illuminati. I think they're a secret society.
There is.
They are.
Ran by different people that control everything that's going on.
You know how they started though?
Your new Illuminati used to control it all. Now the Illuminati pretty much only controls, I don't know, media or whatever.
Yeah, that's because that's the way they trick
You
you.
also got the Build-A-Brands and the Bohemians who control, like this sector controls the politics and this sector controls fucking whatever.
Well, guys,
We got deep.
we went deep. That's all we know.
What about Bigfoot?
Look,
They run secret security for the Greys.
That's right. Bigfoot does.
hold on,
They run secret security for the Greys.
guys. I'm not trying to distract from this, but they're doing an absolutely
Secret
gorgeous
security for the Greys.
Rhea Ripley video package right
Yes,
now,
she
and
is.
she's talking to Kathy Kelly,
The aliens,
which
the
is her
gray
boo
aliens with
thing.
the big black eyes, that's what you call the Greys.
Hey, there was Pete Dunne next to
Over 100
Rhea Ripley.
aliens being-
There's the reason why she changed her
I love
look.
Pete.
Because she hated that they were comparing her to Pete Dunne, so she changed to the goth look. That was her words.
Oh wait, so hold on, go to the chat real quick. He said, King Dogbot said, mine would be Bigfoot. My second would be that Chad Gable is not
He's not,
El Grande Americana,
man.
and he's
It's
not.
not.
And
Hard truth. It's
Dogbot's
Exactly.
right. We talked about that yesterday, but like Bigfoot. Okay, so Bigfoot.
It's a joke.
I think that there were, when it comes to like
Like Yetis and
cryptids,
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
when it comes to cryptids, when it comes to Bigfoot, when it comes to
Well, see,
Nessie, when it comes to just shit like that, I think that there were obviously like larger or legendary, if it were animals or creations, that are typically unexplained any other way. So like dragons, I think that's the same thing. Like there obviously used to be larger reptiles
Yes.
that were here and that were present, whether they were dinosaurs, dragons.
There was giants.
We know
Chinese civilization goes back so far, and they're huge proponents of.
Well, we know there was a creature that lived, I don't know, 100,000 years ago
Yeah.
or so, Gigantopithecus,
Yes.
and that's essentially what you would call Bigfoot.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we know these creatures did roam Earth at some point. Do they roam Earth today? Most likely not.
Most likely not, but I think there might be a spare few that are just out there that are still just kicking it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm just saying these creatures did, at least at one point, they did exist.
Back to
You know, you Google Gigantopithecus, and if you can't spell,
Yes.
because I can't either, Google's got that little fucking microphone, just boop, Gigantopithecus.
that's
What was
right.
that, back to what?
P-I-T.
Americano is definitely
Okay,
our
that's funny
truth.
pants.
Did y'all see the tattoo on his back?
Who?
Americanos.
What's your opinion?
Did
Who
you
do
see-
think built the
No. Does he have a
pyramids?
tattoo?
Someone had a picture of Chad Gable and
Well,
Americano posted side by side, trying to say they're the same person.
Humanoid
I said
did,
no. That is clearly our truth
But we
symbol,
had
and that's why he's wearing a cover up
what we
last
would call
night.
psychic ability.
Think about that.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is, if you really think back during those times, Egyptians supposedly, listen, look,
Oh,
Look,
no, supposedly they built the pyramids.
Hey, listen.
Back then, they didn't have the
Hold on.
technology and
Wait,
the
no,
tools that we have now.
bullshit. Let me say this. The Egyptians you're talking about were more scientifically advanced than we are.
And here's another thing is that they recently discovered, like this has been recent, this has been in the past month or two, that they have gotten back the scans beneath the earth of where the pyramids are at to see the full structure of what they look like underneath the sand. Mm-hmm. And there are people basically saying that they're spires and that they generate a type of electricity. They generate a type of... It's big shit. It's connected. Like all of that had a purpose, and I think that that's entirely possible. And I think that what happens is that humanity. And I'm going to go off on a huge tangent. Yeah, humanity reinvents itself, and then when something tragic or earth-shattering happens, we lose the technology in which to retract our information or recall that information. And then it's just not there anymore. And this happens. History repeats itself over and over and over and over again. It's mind-boggling. It's amazing to me, some of the things that we've been through. I absolutely believe that there's so much more to outer space. I think a lot of people, and I'll go a step further. I think a lot of the stuff that people get their tits in a knot about nowadays that people are concerned about, like, I'm just going to throw this out there. Like, I don't have any, don't come for me. I'm not of any particular political persuasion, but when it comes to, like, things like people always throw out autism, people throw out technology.
He said, what you're talking about is a great reset.
Is what?
It's a great reset.
The great reset. So, like, I think about stuff like that, and I think that technology...
Is he okay?
When we think about the past 100 years and everything that we have learned or acknowledged, I think that that's significant, and the reason that it is significant, it's just happened. It feels like it just happened recently. When we think about humankind, when we think about humankind, we think about everything that we're going through. It feels like it's just all happened recently, but I feel like it's a regurgitation of things that we have known or have been knowledgeable about in the past. But I've read it somewhere, like there was an equation talking about the rate of expansion of technology and growth of knowledge, basically, and about how fast that has happened just in the past 100 to 200 years. All of the inventions, computers, the spread of technology, the spread of information. I think that when people get upset about autism, obviously we're recognizing things like that more. When people talk about people
like special needs or something.
Well, I think when people talk about anxiety or depression, I think that's a direct result of the fact that not even 200-300 years ago, we were in fight or flight all the time. And with the rate and the expansion of technology, human bodies, and you think about where we were, I don't know, 1,000 years ago, like from an evolution standpoint, we're not fast enough to catch up with that in like modern expansion. So like obviously we're overwhelmed and we're depressed because we are essentially still like hunter-gatherers. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we want you to pay taxes and your kid has to be in this program and you have to do X, Y, Z to be considered a contributing member of society. And it's like all these different rules and things and that we just can't keep up with. Like we are not made for that. Like we're supposed to be simple and it's like supposed to be like eat, breathe, fuck, like.
Yeah. Maintain.
We're
just supposed to maintain.
And then humankind and society, like as a civilization, we've complicated it. And we have all these like little extra check marks, all these little extra side quests and stuff. But King Dogbot, he was talking about the cryptids, and he said they're all in Ohio, talking about the cryptids, I'm assuming.
Well, you check on.
But he said what you're talking about is a great reset. I'm gonna have to look more into this because like I don't consider myself a conspiracy theory person. Really, I guess it's just about the JFK thing, but like I have a lot of opinions about religion. Like a lot of the religions are all over the world. Like,
what's up, James Kendrick?
how do you have all of these consistently the same religious opinions and stories, like the Epic of Gilgamesh, that is just that's basically the same story like throughout all these religions, the big flood, the big this, the big that.
I think that's Sumerian.
And that's all consistent, like
all of it is consistent. And people that's not thinking about it is because they've been brainwashed not to think about it.
So something recently that my dad threw at me that I strongly believe that he knows. You all know that he's a former Vietnam veteran. He fought in the Vietnam War. With that being said,
shout out to your dad.
He told me that he believes that there is still documents up in D.C. that has not been revealed, that he feels like the government is hiding stuff and don't want us knowing.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
My stepfather also fought in Vietnam. And,
Pay the fury.
He was affected by Agent Orange.
So was my dad. Yeah.
And for years they're like, oh no, Agent Orange has no effect. It has no negative effect on you. Yeah.
What was that? Terry Bogard and Cody.
Yep.
Fatal Fury.
Yep, that's them.
And I go back to say that.
Oh, Big E's playing. Oh, sorry, guys.
Yep.
I'm not trying to.
And Rosenberg.
Fuck Big E.
Yeah, Big E's a bitch.
Y'all get off that shit.
Come on. Now, Jane.
Look. I'm from Denver, Colorado. Okay, I'm from the fucking streets. You do not leave your brothers behind. I don't give a fuck. You leave your brothers, you ain't nothing but a fucking bitch.
And on that note,
Andy didn't release any titty pictures or videos.
That's right.
According to
Send us
Joe.
some titty pics.
And another thing about that, you said, did your grandpa?
We're about to end this so we can go live on the main show.
The whole Vietnam War, like my dad broke it down to where I could really understand it. He was like, so. Son, what you didn't know is that the French originally went over there and got slaughtered.
Yeah.
That being said,
He's on the phone.
He's like, it wasn't our fight.
Right.
So why stick our noses in something that had nothing to do with us and send us over there? He's
Happens all the time.
It happens all the time.
Because you know what Vietnam had? Opium fields.
That's right.
Shit.
What happened after Vietnam? The heroin explosion of the 80s and the crack pandemic.
They told us in the comments, they're like, guys, you can't talk about MK Ultra because they're listening. Guys, we're gonna.
You're right.
Hey, we should incorporate this into, like, we do a show. We do it once a month called Sip of the Supernatural. We should probably do a conspiracy theory show. But probably get canceled.
I could be here. I could talk all night about.
But yeah, we're about to end this and go on to the main show. That means tune back in at 7 p.m.
7 p.m., guys. Tune back in with us. 7 p.m. this evening. 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we will be here. We will be going live for WrestleMania Night 2, the biggest night in sports entertainment.
That's right.
/ wrestling.
And if you ain't having fun,
you ain't getting